Truth in my life, going in that place. Yeah, buddy. We open for business. I sit in holy water and washing over me. Little one, don't want to admit to something. Thought it's gonna cause this pain. Truth in my life, but now I'm falling like the rain. Oh, we got 22 in the room. It ain't even 7 o'clock. I'm fired up. What's up, Bob? What's up, Mario? What's up, Keith? What's up, Gotham? What's good, Lynn? Is that Lynn Wynn?
Don't tell me Lin Win is in the room. Oh my gosh, I think you just made my day, Lin. Oh my God. What's up, Lin? We got some royalty in the room, ladies and gentlemen. We got Lin in the room. Royalty, baby. What's up, Lin? No, you didn't lose me. You found me. You didn't lose me. You found me, love. Hello, everybody. Setting up another store. Don't remember how to set up Upsell Hero. Premium shirt upgrade with video on that. Keith, I'll get with you in a minute, brother. I'll be right back, guys. I'll be right back. Listen to some music. Enjoy yourselves. I'll be back in a few minutes. We'll be getting ready to rock and roll. What's up, Frank the Tank? What's cooking, brother? Frankie, did you get those ads launched? Yes, sir. Can't wait to see the results on that bad boy. Hey, Keith, not sure which webinar it was, but it's fairly simple to make if you just download the app. All right, Get SS Now isn't working. I tried registering SS August. Want to know if there's update registration link. So let me see if that's live or dead. Hold on. Yeah, it should be live. Yeah, SS Now. I don't think you're going to the right place, man. It's getssnow.com. Get SS Now. Hey, Gotham, hit me up on Skype. Gotham, hit me up on Skype so I can get you your Themex license key and also your Design Suite Pro login. All right? So hit me up on Skype. My Skype is all corporate. If you don't have it, there it is, all corporate. Whoops. There it is. Boom. All right, is Trevor here? Trevor, you here, brother? I'm going to find you in the room. I'm going to make you a panelist. Yes, sir. There he is. I'm going to make you a panelist so you have access to sharing your screen. There you go. You should have access. And I'm actually going to drop mine so you can pick up yours. So, boom. There it is. Grab it so you can share your screen. We're going to get right on into a hot seat. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, here we go. We got action. All right, so we got a full house. Let me get back into my screen here. Boom. All right, so we got a full house, and I'm going to open up the chat box real quick. Let's see how many people we have here tonight. Where are we? Participants. Bang, here we go. So we got 36 participants in the room tonight, excluding Trevor and myself. So welcome welcome all, and love Design Suite Pro. Man, I love you. Design Suite Pro is badass. We built it out for us about, I don't know, 3-4 years ago, maybe even longer now. And we never really intended on launching that thing to the world. But you know how it works, right? Sometimes the things you think the least of are the things that happen the most of, right? So fast forward that now, we have, I don't even know how many thousands of users on that thing. I mean, it definitely has a lot of users that use that thing on a daily basis, and each user's library is unique to the user. So you have a unique library to you. So as you start getting designs and the design packs, we start loading them back there for you. So therefore you have them and they're your unique design, right? So if you want to go ahead and do some changes to them or whatever the case is, you know, we could do them. So Trevor and I this morning jumped on, or this afternoon rather, we're jumping on a call, and thank you, one sec. All right, cool. So we're jumping on a call, and I saw a couple of things here, and I said, you know what, this would be fantastic if we finish this up on the webinar, because it'll give us an opportunity to be able to have everybody participate, number one, and number two, hopefully have everybody learn something new today, okay? I created a post. If you can, Trevor, I want you to go to Facebook, and I want you to go over to the Product List Genie group. You have mic access, Trevor?
Can you hear me?
Ah, loud and clear. Beautiful. Beautiful.
Right.
How many monsters have you had?
I don't drink any energy drinks or coffee.
Oh, I'm sending you a case, man. I'm sending you an IV bag and a phlebotomist. And you are going to be like, woo! You're gonna be running around like a chicken with your head cut off. You ain't gonna know what hit you. All right.
So Product List Genie on Facebook, you said?
Yes, sir. I want you to scroll down, and I want you to look for the post with the big yellow aha moment on it. Boom. There it is. My aha moment. So here's what I want you to do. Aha, today is Monday and time for another freaking awesome webinar. My boy Frank already let us off. But what I want you guys to do is I want you to use this post here. If you can actually grab that URL and drop that URL in the chat box. You can just take that URL. Yep, just grab that.
From here?
Yep, just post that right there, right in the chat box. I just want people to have access to that. Nope, click into it.
I'm sorry.
Click right on aha moment. Right there, boom. And now grab that link at the top there and drop that link right in the chat box. So if you look up to the top of your screen, you should have a green bar. And if you hover over that green bar, it should give you some options. One of those options should say chat. If not, if you look down at the very bottom of your screen, you probably have mute microphone, start video, then you have participants, question and answers, polling, share, and then chat. You see that?
I don't see any chat.
All right. Well, actually, you're a panelist. You're right. So send it to me on Skype. Send that to me on Skype. Actually, I could probably pull it right here.
There we go.
There we go. Boom.
Did that work?
Yes, sir.
All right. I'm new to all this Zoom stuff.
And this is actually why I got you where you are right now, bro, because you're in the best seat in the house. You got front row, and you got better than front row. you got the hot seat, baby. So
yeah, thank you. I appreciate it.
You got it, man. We're about to make magic, all right? So, guys, today what I'm going to do is I'm going to teach you guys a couple of things that, we've been doing to kind of work with Facebook and the changes that they've made and kind of, utilize our ad account and the tools and the resources that we have to our advantage. And we constantly test, Frankie and Trevor and some of the guys in this group that know us on a personal level or have had a chance to work with us and been to some Super Saturdays and get to see us peel back the curtain. They really truly know that we test a lot. That's all we do. Always testing. Test, 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 test. And the more we test, the more we are privy to data and also being able to crack some of the codes, right? And being able to do some magnificent things with the tools available to us inside of Facebook. So today, I'm going to share some of that with you guys. And I hope you guys are up to learning something today because we're going to learn some amazing things. And part of which is going to help us scale without wasting a tremendous amount of time or money. Okay, so we're going to use Trevor's account because Trevor's brand spanking new in the e-com space, right, Trev? I mean, this is your first e-com store. You pretty much set this thing up in how long? I gave you a little bit of direction, not much, but how long did it take you to set this thing up from start to finish?
From start to finish 1 week, but prior to that 1 week, I built out a gadget store. Right. And then I just was learning all this print on demand stuff, and I just wanted to switch over to do this full time. But yeah, about a week. So
it took you about a week to get everything set up, the theme completely customized, get your logo back from your design maker or your logo maker. And, obviously you can see here, he purchased a design pack. So he's got the design pack already put in the store. I mean, he's got this entire thing ready to go. I mean, this is the absolute most amazing thing that I've had the opportunity to witness, because even I said this to Trevor today when I spoke with him, he did not think outside the box. He did not think at all. All he did was duplicate, right, Trevor? Is that not what you said to me?
Yeah, it's what you told me to do, so I followed you, or you guys.
I mean, I can't thank you enough for that, man, because you actually did what I tell people to do. Just follow freaking directions and shit happens, right? I mean, even down to the name of the store. I mean, it's just absolutely amazing how everything just came together. And by luck of God, it just looks amazing. Why? Because it looks like our store, right?
It almost did.
So congratulations to following direction and taking action, man. This is amazing. So today, what I'm going to do is, me and Trevor today were looking at some of these designs. Now, click on that mom shirt.
Let's see. Which one do you want to see?
The one that the mom bomb, the second one there in the top.
Oh, excuse me. Okay, but you were talking.
Yep, that one right there. Boom. So, Trevor and I were talking this afternoon, and this is actually a perfect example of how sometimes what we think we know, we don't, right? So I'm looking at this shirt right here, and it says, I gave up a lot when I became a mom, but dropping the F-bomb wasn't one of them. Now, as you guys know, my mouth is a little trucky, right? But this is an amazing shirt, right? I was absolutely in love with this thing when I seen it. And I know what this shirt is going to look like coming off the printer. So I immediately said, hey, this is going to be a good shirt. Did I not?
Yes.
And I said, let's go ahead and let's run some ads to this tonight. But one of the things that we looked at, and if you could do me a favor, let's go to the fan page. And I'm not trying to pick on you, Trevor. I'm just trying to show what most people need to see and know, right? Even yourself.
Yeah, okay.
So let's go to the fan page, and I want to show them exactly, what this shirt was and what made us actually want to move it to the new option here, okay?
I guess.
Where can I get the design package? So, Frankie, can you drop in that link, Frank, that Chris posted? Chris posted a link with the video, with the design pack and what's included and all that. I don't know if that design pack is still available, but just drop the link. If it shows that it's available, and it's available. So this was the original, original fan page, right? And go down a little bit. I want to go to the original post that you had.
I deleted a few after we talked.
All right, here it is.
But
Right
you,
nope.
I'll scroll down. Might have been this one.
That's the one that we want to reference in a minute here. But the one I want to look at is the original one, that Mom F-bomb one. Keep going down. I think it's a little.
I might have deleted it and redid it.
Okay, cool. That's all right. No problem. What I wanted to show you guys is how sometimes what I think is right and what the market dictates and shows is totally different, right? So we were looking at this shirt, and when we looked at it, there was 128, I think, or maybe a little bit more reach, and there was only like 3 likes on it, right?
Yeah.
When we originally looked at it. And I said, let's run some ads to this, because I think this is going to be awesome in that younger, generation, that 25 to 44 year range. I think this would be fantastic, right? So as I'm talking to him, I'm looking at the ad copy, and I wish we had it, but you can actually show from the other one, the wine one. So let's go to that wine one real quick, the original post on the wine one. And did you redo this one?
I just edited the title a little bit.
Oh,
but
okay.
This was the original one I put up.
Okay, so we looked at this one kind of just like in passing, right? We were going through, and just in passing, we passed by this ad, this post, and he actually said, funny enough, I was only running a couple of dollars to each one of these, and this one had the most people reached and had the most likes and actually had organic comments and shares, right? So yeah. He was saying how, he was kind of baffled by it because the design is nothing fancy, right? It's nothing at all fancy. I mean, I personally would think that would be a winning design, but who the hell am I, right? I'm part of the minority, not the majority, as you can see, because without running any traffic really to this thing, but what, $1 ad you had on it?
It was like, I think $1 a day for 2 days.
There you go. Boom. So $2 he spent on this ad to produce 55 likes. And it wasn't even on purpose. It was literally by accident, because he didn't put up the ad to generate any traffic or anything at all. He was just trying to get the account to spend a little bit of money. And by accident, you see the result, right? Now, the ad copy before, the ad copy at the top of the post there, if you could just scroll up a little bit, Trevor. The ad copy before was kind of all jumbled up together. And do you have actually another shirt? I think above this one, we can kind of show the difference between the two.
I already edited everything and got rid of all that junk we talked about. So.
Okay, cool. So let me try to recreate it a little bit. So actually, this is actually not that bad here, because we can edit this one because you're not running any traffic to this one, right? This was actually one of the first designs that I liked, is the ride or die, right? So yes. Remember I told you we want to create some space between the content, right? So like, yes. Hello mothers, ride or die until 9 or so, and then drop down, enter, so there's some white space. So you want to edit that post, and let's do that here so we can show exactly what I was talking about. So enter, and then go down, enter, boom. So there you go, edit that post. And, I'm doing this for a couple of different reasons. Number one, I want to see that show more button right there, right? I want them to be able to see that. I want them to click that.
And I want them to see that there's obviously more to it. Even though it's just another link, I don't give a shit. Psychologically, it works. Sometimes, we ask the wrong questions, and I asked why. And after looking at the data, I still couldn't figure out why, because it just made more sense to add the link in twice, right? So what we started doing is just check out our collection here and dropping in the collection link, right? So it'll take them to all the shirts that have to do with moms. In this case, the reason why he did a mom collection is because he has a collection for mom t-shirts. Now that link doesn't look right to me. If you click on that link right there, I bet you it's broken. Click on that link.
It's not going to go to the moms. It's going to go to the all collections, I think.
Got it. Well, we want to make sure that it goes to the collection itself, right? So we want to send them, because we're targeting moms, right? And that's what we're focusing on. We want to be able to bring them back to the mom shirts, right? The collections that go just to moms, not to the entire.
Right there.
Yeah, so just like that, yeah.
Okay.
Boom.
Just like that?
Yep. So remember I told you to shorten up that link. Let's get rid of mom's dash shirts, and let's just put mom 2, because we know we already have a mom 1 from the first one that we did, the bomb one. Or actually that one was F-bomb, right? We named that one F-bomb.
So I go back to Shopify to do that, right?
Correct.
All right.
So originally when we were looking at his posts, his URL is short, right? tkandj.com. But his actual URL for the product was extremely long, because by default, what it does is it pulls in, not on this shirt, the other one, the one that we were just looking at.
Wouldn't it be the collection though?
Well, you don't want to. The collection one is, yes, I'm sorry. My bad. I thought we were on.
It has that picture as the collection is.
Let's scroll down to edit SEO. So in order to be able to make the link a little shorter, what we did was we just came in here and we just removed dash shirts and just added a number 2, right? Or a number 1. So let's add a number 2 on this one. So mom 2.
Done. Okay.
Put mom in front of 2.
Oh, excuse me.
That's all right.
Yeah.
Give you a little bit more practice on that. There you go. Mom 2. Sick.
Let's go back to
Boom.
should work.
What's up, Joseph? Better late than never, brother. There you go. So now the link is nice and short. It takes us just to the mom collection, which is exactly where we want to take them, right? Let's look at the rest of the collections. Let's let them see the rest of the mom collections, right? So let's go back and let's talk a little bit about why we chose to go with that grandma. I mean, the mom wine one, which again wasn't even my intention. It was just that it just slapped us in the face when we looked at it and said, "Wow, we only spent a couple of bucks, and yet in a couple dollars spent, it already produced some results. It produced 55 likes and it produced 2 comments and 2 shares. Pretty awesome." So we're going to test some traffic to it, right? And what I was telling Trevor is something I want you guys to understand. Your mentality going into Facebook needs to be like you going to the casino with your friends on a night out, right? You need to have that mentality, because a lot of people sometimes look at Facebook like it's a sure shot. And if they put in $1, they're going to get back 3. Or if they put in 2, they're getting back 6. It's not. This is a gamble. We take a gamble every day. And if the stars and the moons align, then we end up whacking it and we end up making money with it. No different than sitting at a blackjack table or sitting in front of a jackpot machine and playing our bet, right? No different. The only thing is the odds are more in our favor, because for us, the more we learn about Facebook, the more our odds increase of us beating the house. Okay? Does everybody understand that analogy? You have to look at it like that. Like if you lose $100 today, it's okay. It's par for the course. It's the business. That's how it goes. Not every day does Walmart make a profit. As a matter of fact, I don't know if you guys know this, Amazon has made a shit ton of profit, but they've actually never collected on a dime of it, right? So not every day do stores and companies draw a profit. We have to be willing to invest a little bit to get a little bit back, and that's what Trevor and I talked about this afternoon. We worked out a budget, and we said, okay, let's draw this out.
This is exactly what I'm going to do. And now that I know my plan, I can execute it, right? Isn't that not what we talked about this afternoon?
Absolutely.
Sweet. So I'm going to, if you don't mind, I'm actually just going to kind of reiterate the plan to these folks, and then we're going to go ahead and we're going to make this plan turn into a reality. All right?
Go ahead. I'm listening. Always
Sweet.
learning.
So what we're going to do today, guys, is we're going to run the same exact tree that I've always taught you guys to run, for the exception of a small little twist that we're going to put on it today, okay? We're going to run one campaign. We're going to run 2 ad sets. We're going to actually try to increase our odds just a little bit, okay? And we're going to still run the number of ads that are attached to each ad set, the 3, okay? We're still going to run that, and we're still going to look for that one performing ad that outperforms the other ones, right? And that gives us the result we want to see. Now, at the end of the day, we're going to throw in a small little caveat in here when it comes to doing some scaling, so that everybody here can identify and know without a shadow of a doubt what is considered a winner and what's considered a failure, or what's considered kill, okay? You're going to know that without question by the end of today's webinar. You're going to know enough about how to do this where you're not going to really need much from, you know, Chris and I as far as looking at your ads. You're going to know. The key is identifying the right target market and how many ad sets to be able to generate to create the traffic that you guys want and need, okay? Now, I did a webinar in the beginning when I talked about just making a simple $600 a day equals about $3,000 minimum in your pocket at the end of every month. And then I talked about how to do those numbers, right? The metrics is pretty daggone simple, and you guys are going to see it today how easy this really is, but you need to figure out a way to get 600 to 1,000 visitors per day into your store, okay? 600 to 1,000. That is the amount of visitors that it's going to take in order for you to see consistently at any moment live on your website. You should see 3 to 5 people live in the website at any given moment with that amount of volume of traffic. 600 to 1,000 visitors, okay? Now, with 600 to 1,000 visitors, that should equate to anywhere between $600 to $1,000 per day. Now, if you fall a little short, all right, if you fall a little short, you might be in the 500 to 1,000 range, which is still quite all right. How many people would like to be able to see those numbers on a consistent basis? Let me see a 1 in the box. Just type in a number 1 if you would like to see the formula and how to be able to see, how to be able to do those numbers every single day consistently. Okay, cool. Now, I want you to type in a number 2, okay? I want you to type in a number 2 if you're going to commit to watching over your ad account, okay? Watching over your ad account and following 2 basic, very, 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 very simple rules. So I want you to write the number 2. So Keith, I know you're committed. I am committed. He wrote the Roman numeral 2. I love you, Keith. All right, that's awesome. So I got full participation out of all 54 people that are on this webinar, which is absolutely freaking amazing, okay? So you will walk away with enough knowledge today, and if you don't, I will promise you one thing. I will sit here with you until you understand the methodology behind it. I don't care what webinar you've ever been on in the past. The message may be a little different, but in most cases, if you understand the method is pretty damn simple. Usually it's just focus on one thing and you'll get results. That's usually the basis of any webinar on the planet. So all I need you guys to do is to just focus on this one freaking thing, and I promise you, you will make money, you will bring traffic into your store, and that traffic, if and only if your store is set up like my main man Trevor's here, his store is set up for primal optimization, right? Let's go back to your store real quick. Click on that order now button.
Oh, excuse me.
That's all right. Go back to that shirt, any shirt, it don't matter because they're all set up the same. So where was that wine one? Go back to the wine one that we're going to actually run some ads to. Let's make sure that one's actually functioning the way we need it to.
Wine Game Strong.
Click on it.
Yeah. Okay, so are you skipping the cart page?
I am.
Okay, well, let's add that back in because remember, there's an important upsell in that cart page that we want to be able to show. So
Okay.
let's go back and let's add that cart page back in so that way we're not skipping it and we're able to show that premium material upgrade.
I don't have the premium material upgrade in my store yet.
Oh, you will. Let's add it right now.
All right, where do I start here?
Let's go. We're going to go to Shopify. We're going to add it as a product. That's the first step.
Add product.
Yes, sir.
Premium shirt upgrade.
Premium shirt material. Hold on one second. I'm going to get you that image.
I actually have it already. I was planning on doing this. No description.
No description needed. Just load that image right there. Boom.
Yeah, this was my next step in either tonight or tomorrow. $4.99?
Yes, $4.99, correct.
Charge taxes? No.
No, I don't ever use that option. If
Okay.
anybody in here doesn't have that premium quality design, image right there, if you just go to ctnj.com, you can rip it right from the store in the cart page. Right in the cart page, you'll be able to click it, drag it, and drop it right onto your desktop.
Anything else for this?
I'm sorry. Hold on one second. Let me just look for this answer real quick. I'm sorry. Where the hell did I put that screen? Hold on one second. I got so many damn screens open in here. It's ridiculous. Where the hell did it go? It's hidden. Oh, yep, here you are. So let's do this. Premium shirt material. Boom. And yep, we're good. Put upgrade there. Upgrade 2. So see where it says premium shirt material upgrade? Let's change that around. So it says upgrade 2 premium material, premium shirt material.
Okay.
And this is not a physical product, so we don't want it to be known as a physical product. Right there, boom. And we are good to go. So let me just make sure there's no variance. Good. Now hit save.
All right.
Sweet. Now we're going to go into Upsell Hero, which is
That's an app, correct?
correct.
Right here?
Yeah. Yes. Get. Yes, Adil. I'm installing this app right now for Upsell Hero, which is something you're going to need. So I had a couple people ask me, how come I'm not making money selling T-shirts? Everyone's buying a T-shirt for, $14, $19. They're not upgrading, not doing it. They don't have this step set up, right? And especially in this case where he was skipping the cart, yes, that's going to help you to get a lot of initiate checkouts, right? But what it's also going to do is drive down your actual total order value, your average order value. It's going to drop it down because you're not going to get the 13% of people that actually include that upgrade, right? So even though it's 13%, it's still a lot. So hit create offer. Someone wanted the video that this is on. It's right here. So click select product. And in the drop down, just put select upgrade material. Upgrade 2. There it is. Boom. There it is. Now let's just change that ad copy a little bit.
Okay.
we're gonna put in the ad copy. Leave. Let's see. Matter of fact, you know what? Here, let me see if I can get you the exact ad copy. There it is. So drop that exact ad copy from the chat box. Do you see the chat box?
Yeah, let me bring that up here. Chat. Right here. Let's see. In the display here.
Correct.
Okay.
And then on the button, instead of button text saying add to cart, we're going to change that up too. And this is for everybody that's here right now. You'll see what that's not going to be that. It's going to say, yes, please. Hold on one second. Boom. There it is. Yes, please upgrade my order today. That's going to be your cart, your add to cart button. So the button text is going to say yes. There it is.
Yes, please.
Yep, just copy that and drop that right in there.
Cool.
Sweet. And now scroll down. You want to do any and all the following. Cart total. So click
Let's see
on
right here.
right underneath where it says cart items. We're going to change that to cart total. Yep. And then we're going to go ahead and make it greater than $1. So we'll just put $1. Boom. And let's scroll down. We're going to check off the box that says show prices. And we're going to save this bad boy.
Keep these two on.
Yeah.
Got an X over here. Is that okay?
That's fine. Yep. That's just so you can X that out and create a new rule.
Okay.
Sick. So now let's go back to the online store and let's go add that cart back in. We don't want to skip that. We don't want to skip the cart anymore.
Is that in the theme?
Yes.
Okay. And that's going to be
Cart page. It's either going to be the cart page or checkout.
Is it?
It's going to be in the checkout section. What the hell?
I know what we're looking for. I just don't know where it is.
No, it's product page.
Product page, you said?
Yep. Hold on one second. Let me just make sure. Enable checkout. Where's cart page is not. It is. I think it's in the product. It has to be on the product page. Boom. Enable description. Read more. It says skip the cart. Skip cart. Boom. It's an add. It's add to cart button. So if you go to add to cart button in the product page, so go to product page. Oh, no. In the theme, it said.
Oh, whoops.
All right, you're right.
All right, one more time. All right, product page. Whoops.
That's all right. Scroll down a little ways. You're going to see where it says product description, product options. You're going to see add to cart button. And then the add to cart button is going to be an option to skip the cart. Boom.
Right here.
Remove that. There you go.
All right.
See how it says add to cart button right there? That's very important. That gives them two add to cart buttons, one on top, one on bottom. On desktop, it's not going to make much sense, but on mobile, it makes all the sense in the world. So you always want that button on. So it gives them that option on both top and bottom. All right, go to back to your store now. So funny because it's like I'm looking at CT&J.
Those are my initials. I didn't realize how close that was.
That's awesome.
All right. What am I doing?
We're going to let's go back to that Wine Game Strong.
Products.
Yeah. Nope, my bad. I meant the Shopify store, my bad. The first tab where you're on your payment method. Just go back there, just hit Shift Command R. Let's refresh it, back up one page. See how it says shipping method, customer information, cart? Click on cart. And now you should see that button. Boom, there it is. So now your premium upgrade is set up. So now they can actually select that premium upgrade, and that automatically adds that premium shirt material. And boom, you got $4.99. Now, sometimes you guys are going to find that customers will be honest, and if they add 3 shirts to the cart, they're going to add that premium shirt material 3 times. But there are those savvy ones that add it one time and just go, and they're like, it worked. But then they're sitting there biting their nails wondering, gosh, is it only going to be for 1 shirt? Which one is it going to be? Do they pick it? How do they pick it? And they start asking all these questions and having buyer's remorse. And they're like, oh, my God, I got to call them. And if you don't have a phone number, that makes it super tough for them to reach you, right? If you do have a phone number, they'll call you. So make sure you answer it. And also make sure that you have a method of them reaching you outside of calling you. Because sometimes they might call, like here, I only have 6 phone lines. And there are days where all 6 lines are lit up like a Christmas tree, and people are coming into the call center, but I mean, literally, it's just being sat there listening to hold music, right? The call's just ringing and ringing and ringing and ringing, but all 6 lines are full. So it happens, right? If you're only operating on 1 line, just imagine when you get closer to the holidays and customers realize that they ordered the wrong size, the wrong color, they forgot to put the names on the shirt, or they forgot to order, more than 1 shirt. They might have wanted 2, but they only ordered 1. So a lot of issues will come about that requires them to freak out and call you. So putting your number on here is probably a smart thing to do to pick up some extra sales, because it will happen. People will call. And also make sure you have the ability for email. Email is important, so you should always have that and now contact us. Now, that customer support number up top, that works, Trevor?
Yes.
Okay, cool. See how it says sign in or create account? I don't really care for that too much. I don't like that whole giving them the option to create an account. I have that on one of our stores, but never really noticed it making any bit of a difference. What I find that to do is actually one funny thing. I had it checked off where they can see the notes. And sometimes when customers call and they're pissed off, we put stuff in the notes, and I didn't realize that that customer's seen that until I realized it, by them sending a screenshot of the note that we had. I don't even remember what it was. I just remember it was funny. It was something we laughed about in the office. And I think maybe Frankie might have seen it or something, and he said, "Oh, we got to get rid of that stuff." So it's not really making a difference in your store. I mean, if you want to keep it, it's okay. What they're creating an account to do is to have, access to the, if you don't show it here, where they can track their package and they can actually see like updates that you're making and stuff like that. It may be important for you. I never really found it to be important at all. Let me see. No, I got it. Thanks. All right, cool. It may not be important at all to you, but our whole thing is we want to be able to see, if you scroll down a little bit, see how there's 2 shipping enter shipping infos? You see that? There's one there and then one above. Like I said, on desktop, it's not really going to make much of a difference. Although, scroll all the way up. Let me see something. Yeah. So the reason why we added that is we're big on above the fold, right? We always want to make sure there's a button above the fold. Now on mobile, like I said, this makes all the difference in the world. On desktop, it actually does make a difference because it keeps that enter shipping info above the fold. They see exactly what they need to. They don't have to scroll down anymore. But if they did scroll down all the way, they still have that. Oh, okay. So just about where it's still above there, right? So it's still there. So you have it both ways. But here you can see we have a countdown ticker here. The cart will expire in 17 minutes. I cannot begin to tell you how many times someone's phone will die. They'll be watching their favorite soap opera and it gets to a scene they've been waiting for and they put their phone down and then they pick their phone back up and they see that the timer's ticked down and they'll call us and they'll be like, I just had 3 shirts in the cart and my timer expired. Did I lose a discount? And it's the funniest thing ever. But it happens. So that scarcity timer, believe it or not, it does its job. It works exactly as it should. So we have that, the price, and then enter shipping info. You see that? Enter shipping info. That is absolutely critically important to pushing these people through your funnel. We want them to go from the product page to the cart page, from the cart page to the checkout page. From the checkout page, we want them to go in and actually check out, right? So we want all this to happen. We need to point them to the button and make that button tell them what to do. So we want them to enter their shipping info. Now, this color green is the only color green that had the highest number or percentage of conversions when we tested it. We tested every freaking possible color green on the planet. Money green, lime green, true green, forest green. We tested every freaking green there is. And this green had the best result out of all. So that's the reason why we use the color. We don't make shit up. We test it. So that's the color green you want to go with. Enter shipping info. I want you to click on that for me. Let's make sure we see exactly what the customers are going to see. So right there, we already caught one possible mistake, right? Now let's see something here. Go to shipping method. You're cashed in, so it's pushing you right to the cart.
Yeah, that's the problem. I have
Oh,
to save
there it is.
information.
So somebody said, what about orange? Well, there's the color orange, and this is the exact place in the funnel that orange should be put. It shouldn't be put anyplace else because, again, we've tested it. And you don't have to believe me. You don't. You can go out there and you can go spend money and you can go test it yourself. But I'm going to call a spade, and I'm going to call a moron a moron. If I'm telling you to test it, this is the way to go with it, why would you want to go any other option? To prove me wrong? It makes no sense. I mean, we don't test thousands of dollars. We test tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands. We will spend the money to make sure we get the best result. So if I'm telling you that's the way to do it, don't even question it. Just fucking do it. That's why Nike's slogan is just do it and not just think about it or just try it or just want it. It's just fucking do it for a reason, right? So just do it. Trust the process. It's proven. 100%, Joseph. So let's take a look here. We got standard. We got one. We got skip the line. You're missing an option, which is the $9.99 option.
99 premium. I'll get that in there.
All right, let's do it right now, man. Let's go right to the store. I'm all about this second. I don't want to wait till tomorrow. I want to wait till later because you never know. Once one person come to the store and not be able to buy that option and could have would be the difference in your conversion rate and your average order value, right? So let's add that option in there. So we have, let me see, boom.
Add rate, yeah. Okay, word this out for me.
So I'm not going to word it. I'm just going to give you exactly as it is.
Or that.
Yep. Let's see. Shipping. I'm going to copy it and paste it in the group here so that everybody has it. Now, you guys should have already seen this image. I posted this image twice now in the group. I posted it twice, so you should have both options. I mean, not both options, but both images. But here it is here. Boom. Skip the line plus premium shirt plus 1 to 3 day shipping with tracking. That one's the $9.99 option. Nope, that $9.99 goes rate amount. That's going to be $0.
Oh, okay, yeah. Let me get this in here real quick. Get that in there.
That's $0. Just put 0.
Okay.
Go up top. You have to type in a 0. It won't just take that. There you go.
My bad.
And then the next one, 300. Yep. Done. Hit done. Joey says if they change it to rosy pink, just do the same damn thing because it works. Joey knows. He's here. He sees how much split testing we do. Joey used to think he did a lot of testing. All right, cool. So let's add one more option, which is the congrats we pay for shipping.
One more?
Yep, congrats we pay for shipping. You see how it says 50? Let's change that to 75. $75 to $198, and that's going to be 0 free shipping. Good. Hit done. Now, one other thing I want you to do is delete that last one, cornhole board. Delete that one.
That's just, I took a screenshot of our shipping zone, and that's one of the testing items that we're doing. We're testing the sublimation on those. So we're using those for our shipping methods, but that hasn't been added to the app yet. And I don't know that it will be added because, again, we do a lot of testing and we only roll things out that are proven to be winners. We don't want to roll something out that's a failure. Why would we want you guys to waste more money, right? I've actually been split testing a second upside after the premium, and it's working good. Sweet. I know you talked about that with me the other day, which is awesome because, again, Joey does a lot of split testing, right? So did you save that?
No.
Yep. Oh, you don't know how many times I've done that. Oh, man, you don't know. I've done that so many times, freaking out, like, what the hell, calling Shopify? And they're like, can you click save? And I'm like, oh, man, rookie mistake. Talk about rookie mistake. Man, I'm so glad we're doing this because people, like I said, ask why they lose money selling shirts. And this is one of the reasons, right? They're not set up properly. The other thing is, you know, and it's not going to show free unless you had $75. And that's another thing. People probably like, why is this not showing free shipping? Well, of course, it's never going to show free shipping unless you had $75 in the cart. That's the only time it's going to show the shipping of free shipping is if it's at $75, which is what we're telling it to do, right? So if it's less than 75, they're going to pay for shipping, you know, and it's going to be for whatever the pricing is. Now, if it's over $198, right? It's over $198. You know, we usually do provide shipping for them, right? But they're going to see it as actually, no, they're not going to see it as anything because I changed that from $199 to $999 for the cornhole. You guys would have had that on your store. That's so funny. Leave it at the $198 for that. It's not going to need to be changed because most of you guys aren't going to have that opportunity. And if you do, then hey, I'll have them pay the shipping, which would be like $999. Just leave it. The highest tier. So there you go. That's awesome. So now you're going to have, you're over it. So it's $499, right? Boom, which is fine. That's perfectly fine. If they bought $219 worth of shit from you, I'm sure you'd have no problems paying for their shipping. So let's remove some of the stuff from the cart there. And we have those options where we have boom, boom. Let's bring it down. Just bring it down to one item. Sweet.
Back to shipping.
Yeah, you want to just update it. So just, yep, enter, yep. And you know, it's crazy. You see how he just did that? I can't tell you guys how many times we call on abandoned carts, right? And you see how he's navigating up here, the cart, the customer section, the ship out method. You see that? Most people that are your avatar, that are your buyers, they do not know how to navigate this because on mobile, it doesn't look like this. On mobile, it has the 3 little tick marks that they have to click on. So that's a big aha moment for a lot of people is when their customers don't realize how to get back to the cart to fix something because they got to add a shirt or because they forgot what they ordered. They got to go back. Or maybe they just seen like he did. He saw his subtotal was at $200 and something because they wanted to add 2 shirts and instead they added 12, right? So it happens. We're human. Humans make errors. And the only way to really truly figure out if that error is based on your website, your code, your apps that you're using, or if it's based on human error, is to call these customers and ask them. And they'll tell you why they didn't buy. You know, they will. They'll have verbal diarrhea and they'll throw up all over you and tell you, yeah, I tried to buy, but I couldn't get back to the cart to fix my order. So I just figured I'd call you guys. That never happens, right? Because at this page, you don't see a phone number anywhere. So there's nowhere for them to call you. So at this point in the game, if they don't figure out how to get back there, they're just done. They're gone. They're hanging up. So you need to be able to pick them back up. You need to call them up and ask them why they didn't buy and help them walk them through the process, okay? And the other side of that is, let's just say we already got all their information, right? We got everything. But now all that info goes into an abandoned checkout or even worse, initiate checkout because they just jumped out right here at the payment page. They jumped out because they didn't want that product. We're now going to retarget them on the same shit. And when they click on the link, they're coming right back to the store with the cart saved already. And the same problem is going to exist over and over again, right? They're still not going to figure out how to get it out of the cart. And that's what's going to become a problem for some of you guys that are not talking to your customers is you're not going to know that problem even exists. You know, obviously I'm telling you it's going to exist, but at the end of the day, you got to go through and check it out. All right. So now let's go ahead and we finalized everything. Let's continue. You notice there's no PayPal button anywhere.
You notice that, right, guys? Does everybody see that? This theme has been customized to rip PayPal out of everywhere except right here where it matters, in the checkout page, the payment method. This is the only place that PayPal needs to exist. I don't want to see PayPal anywhere else in the funnel, because if they click it, they leave my store and go to PayPal. I don't get the information if they get to PayPal and say, see you later, goodbye. I lose it. The only time I get the information is if they buy, which if they buy, I'm getting the information regardless, right? I want to capture the data right now. I want to catch that data right now before they even know I even take PayPal. There's no reason for them to say, yeah, I want PayPal, when up at the top, it says PayPal right there. It says guaranteed safe checkout, and they can see that we accept PayPal. They're just going to have to wait until we're damn ready to give them the damn button. We don't want them to leave until then. That's why it doesn't say add to cart. It says enter shipping info, right? It's by design. Again, one of the things we've tested so we know it works. That's why it's in $1,000 theme, because we know it freaking works. All right? So now that we know everything works the way we need it to, what we're going to do is we're going to go back in and we're going to run an ad to this sucker. All right? Because we know that everything works the way it should. Now, whether or not the design is going to work with the targeting is going to be something you're going to have to test. Because see, with POD, and this is the beautiful thing, it's not like gadgets where I have to find a winning gadget and I got to go test design or gadget after gadget after gadget, video after video after video, and I got to do a whole lot of research and find out if it's trending. No. The only thing I need to find out in my business and POD, the only thing I need to find out is, do I have a worthy niche? If I know I've got a worthy niche, like the wine niche, that is explosive. That is massive. All I need to do is come up with the right design. Not the right targeting, the right design. Because if I know the targeting is there, I just need to come up and show them different designs. So I can use the same exact work, just change up the design, change up the post. That makes sense, Trev?
Yeah, absolutely.
Awesome. So let's go ahead and let's go back over to your fan page, right? We're going to grab the post ID from the fan page. And do you have a notepad that you can open up for me? Because we're going to do a lot of work right now in our notepad. We're going to build this thing out in our notepad and in Facebook.
I can't see my tabs. Zoom has all these options blocking everything.
You should be able to click on that tab, the Zoom tab. You should be able to click right on it, like right on the green thing, and you should be able to move that thing around wherever you want.
Oh. All right. Back to the fan page, you said?
Yes, sir. Let's go back over to the fan page. Let's grab that post ID for that wine one.
Okay. How do I grab the ID?
We're going to click into the post. So click right onto the wine game.
Oh, geez. Okay. And then
here's the post ID. It's 211 right up to 408. Now, because this is a brand new fan page and you really don't have a whole lot of product on here, we're going to be able to find it really quickly in Facebook anyways. But it's good to have the post ID in writing here on your notepad. So just open up a notepad real quick. And I just want you to type it in there and just save it so you have it. Just there you go. At the top, just click on the little pencil thing with the notepad. Yep, right there. Boom. And just put, that's the wine shirt, right? Wine Game Strong. So just put Wine Game Strong dash so you know that that's the post ID for that. How many people have learned something so far? If you learned something, type yes. If you had an aha moment, type yes real quick. Boom. Okay. We've got a couple people that have aha moments, right? Let's go over to Facebook while he's putting this all together. Let's go over to Facebook and let's go put your aha moment in there real quick for me while he's putting this together. Just go on to Facebook and drop your aha moment in there real quick so that post gets some action. Let's put some ding-dongs in there, right? I want people's phones lighting up right now. They're at ASE or they're eating dinner. I want everybody's phone to light up right now. Ding, 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 ding. I want them all to see that there's a notification in fucking Productless Genie and that they're somewhere other than in here.
I'll send mine after the webinar.
Yeah. No, you're good, man. I need you in here focused. All right, so here's our ad copy, right? How strong is your wine game? Woo! I like that. Grab yours here. Boom. Prints and ships in 3 to 5 days. Bing-a-bang-a-bungo, right? And guys, not to go off topic, but we just got international shipping that I'm testing in this week here. I'm going to start testing international shipping on CT&J. And once it's ready, I'm rolling it out. So you guys can literally take the State Strong shirt, which my boy Joey is already testing in Puerto Rico. He's going to start testing it in the Dominican Republic and all of the Spanish-speaking countries. And this thing is going to explode because he now has the ability to go worldwide, right? So we got to be careful when we go worldwide because we don't want to throw our pixel off with all this bullshit data that comes in from all these crazy countries. You know, we want to be careful as to what data we're bringing into our ad accounts. So it's going to be strategical. It's not going to be Wild Wild West where we just open it up and rip it up. We're going to be real methodical about this, all right? So now that we got this post, the post ID, let's go ahead and let's go over to the ads manager and let's build out some ads. Let's have some fun with this thing.
All right. Here.
Now, this is where I'm going to need all your participation because I am not a winosaur, okay? I don't drink wine. I actually don't drink at all. I mean, if I do, it's not going to be wine. I'm usually a bourbon guy, and I don't drink a whole lot of bourbon. But I know that there are probably, maybe not some connoisseurs, in wine, but I know that there are some researchers in here. So we're going to utilize everybody's efforts and brain, and we're going to try to run this thing together. And I'm going to see if I can't give you guys some helpful tips, right? And I kind of really want you guys focusing on writing this out. And actually, Trevor, if you can write it out for me in your notepad, I think this would be amazing for us to screenshot and share in the group so that everybody can see the structure and how I do my targeting when it comes down to it. Because at the end of the day, it's pretty specific how we do it. And I think not that we've fallen away from it, but we've kind of developed a crutch as we've learned the data and we know where our demographic is. We kind of fell off the things that we've done to actually figure that out. So we're going back there now by teaching you guys. We're going back there and digging in Pandora's box and pulling a lot of these things out that made sense then and still make a whole shit ton of sense now. So I'm going to help you guys with some ways of targeting and some ways of figuring out the targeting. And my boy Trevor is going to kind of write this out. And then what we'll do is we'll just screenshot it and share it with the group. You guys like that?
Yeah.
You like that? Is that going to be an issue? Can you do that for me? Sweet. Sounds good. Let's roll. All right. So the first thing I want you to do for me is this. Let's build out the campaign. Let's build out the ad set. And then as we get to targeting, we're going to open this up and we're going to do some targeting together. Okay. I'm not able to get into the product list. Genie, not working for me. Okay. So I will get you that. You know what? There's one in A1 Pod too, Lynn. If you go to A1 Pod, there's the exact replica of the aha moment inside of A1 Pod, Lynn. Let me see if I can grab that one. Hold on 1 second, Lynn. Boom. I got you, Lynn Win. Anything for Lynn Win. It's in Super Saturday, too. It's all over the place, man. I dropped that thing like a bomb. Boom. There it is, Lynn. You should have access to that one right there. That one you don't have to be approved for that group. All right, so check it out. We're going to go in. We're going to build out a brand spanking new campaign. So let's click on Create. And as you can see, my boy's got a brand new account. We're gonna baby the hell out of this thing. We're gonna take care of them. Let's go ahead. We're gonna name this Wine Game Strong.
Okay.
All right. So we're gonna change that to conversions, and then we're gonna grab that Wine Game Strong, and we're gonna bring that down. And here in the ad set level, we're going to name this on Wine Game Strong. We're going to go, so let's go back. We're going to go from 25 to 44. Again, I'm cheating a little bit, but I want my boy to make some money, not lose some money. So I'm going to give him the little cheat game right now. So 25 to 44. And the reason why I say I'm cheating is because if I were in your shoes testing out a brand new product that I knew nothing about the niche, nothing about the demographic, again, I don't know much about wine, but I know based on that mom industry, right? The moms, I know that we're in that 25 to 44 range, right? So I want to be able to promote to those people because those are the people with money. 18 to 25. When I was 18 to 24, 25 years old, I wasn't thinking about buying shit. I was thinking about my next beer, my next money for beer or whatever. I wasn't thinking about, buying a t-shirt. Not at all. All right. So wine game strong. And we're going to do 25, 44. And here at the ad set level, I want you to put AS1. And on the ad level, I want you to put AS1 ad 1.
Do I keep this image?
You can keep that there. That's fine. That's just basically showing us that we're doing.
You said ad set 1, ad 1?
Yep, AS1. And then you want to put space dash space ad 1. So that's a great question. Carrie said, why not 65? Again, Carrie, we've done a lot of testing. And for that type of shirt and for the audience that it's going to take to buy it, we know that that's going to be the age range. But you can test up to 65 and you'll be able to break it down by age. And you're going to see that from 45 to 65, you're not going to get a whole lot of action. It's going to cost you a lot of money to pull those clicks. And it's just not worth the money that you're going to waste, especially with this method that we're going to show you guys. It's not going to be worth it because we want to get high octane, high amounts of traffic. That's what we want to focus on. So if we're trying to get high amounts of traffic, there really is not going to be that much traffic that's going to convert in the 45 to 65 range that's worth our money because we're going to end up paying $1.50, $1.60, $1.90, $2.12 for that age range for the clicks when I could pay under $1 for 25 to 44. Right. And I know that this will appeal to them because it's already kind of been proven what my boy's showing us here on the page that spent really little money and was able to drive some traction. So again, I may be completely wrong and it's okay because we're going to keep on testing until we figure out the right design for this demographic that we're going to put together. Okay. So let's go ahead and let's save to draft. Sweet. And we're going to go right to the ad set level because the campaign's really all set up here. We don't need to do anything with the name. It's going to stay the same. And here we're going to go ahead and select add to cart. Yep. Now, I'm not going purchase because this is a brand spanking new account and I'm not going to try to optimize for purchase when I'm not bringing any data into this account. Meaning when we have our new ad accounts, right, as Frank will be able to attest to, when we have our new ad account, we take our old data from the previous ad account and we bring it in and we import it into the ad account. So we're opening up a brand new ad account, but yet it already has history because it's bringing in campaigns that have history. So we can afford to go with purchase right out of the gate in a brand new account because our ad account is already going to be seasoned with data that has purchases and it's already going to be able to optimize for purchase. Okay. In this case, because it's never even had an add to cart, it's going to have some difficulty at first. But once the add to cart start to come in and it starts to optimize for add to cart, it's going to be very easy to pull add to carts. And then what we're going to do is utilize that to our advantage. And we're going to take those add to carts and we're going to dump them into a retargeting campaign. And as soon as they come in and they add to cart and they don't buy, we're going to follow them everywhere. And we're going to make them buy by creating brand awareness, by creating stubbornness, and by being persistent as all hell, we are going to get them to buy. Okay, we're going to improve our odds, let's say, of getting them to buy. All right. Should it be ad set name Winestrong US? Well, it's going to be US because that's all we're doing right now, Joseph. Good question. US doesn't necessarily have to be in there in this particular case because he's not doing anything internationally. If he was running some international campaigns, then he would want to put either US or INT or whatever country he's running so he knows the difference in the ad sets or in the campaigns. But in this case, it's fine to leave it blank because he's not running anything but US. Okay? So now we got add to cart. Let's go down to the daily budget. We're going to change this budget. We're going to put in $7, right? Let's just put in $7 here. Actually, you know what? Put $10 in there just to be able to, I'm going to kind of cover a point there with that whole $10 thing. Leave that. What time is it where you are? 5 is your server time based on Pacific, or is it based on Eastern?
It's going to be based on
Arizona, so it's Pacific.
It'll be
So right
3
now it's
hours.
5. So leave it for right now. Let it run right now. Let's not change
Okay.
the time at all, because typically whenever I go to run ads between like 8 and 9 o'clock, that's my cutoff, right? If I'm trying to run an ad and I'm trying to do what I'm going to show you guys here, I'm probably not going to be able to in 4 hours, because it's going to try to blow through my budget as quick as possible. So it might do one or two things. It might give me an opportunity to spring ahead, right, at midnight and start getting the ad to already become optimized, or it'll set me back, right? So one of those two things are going to happen, and you're going to see it clear as day in a little bit how that's going to kind of paint out for you, okay? So let's go down and let's create our targeting now. So scroll down. We're going to skip past audience. We're going to go down, change from 18 to 20.
25, 44.
Yep, 25, and we're going to go from 65, drop that back down to 44. So we can do 25 to 65. You know, if you want to open it up a little bit and you want to learn how to read the data, you can definitely do that. That's not an issue, right? If you wanted to be able to open it up and see the age range, because then you'll have some data to look at instead of just going off of what I'm telling you. Would you prefer that? Trevor?
I'm sorry, excuse me.
That's okay. So what I was saying is would you prefer to see it go from 25 to 65 so we could break down the data and really look at the difference between why we go 25, 44? That way you can see the difference between 44 and 65, because it will show some results. It's just that at the end of the day, the results aren't going to make any sense. It's going to cost you more money to go 45 to 65.
I like this age range. This
Women only.
Women only, okay.
Now, here in the detailed targeting is where we're going to do a little bit of work. Before we do that, though, let's skip through here. Let's go down and let's get everything else set up so that once we get this targeting done, we can run this ad. So let's edit the placement. And let's go ahead and remove everything except for newsfeed, right? We're going to keep the feed as the only check mark we're going to keep. Sweet. Now let's scroll down, make sure that optimization window is set to conversion, and make sure it's set to 1 day. Cool.
1 day click or?
Yep, 1 day click, yep. Sweet. So now let's go back up to the targeting, and this is what we're going to work together. All mobile devices, or yes, we're doing all mobile devices. So when you edit placement, we're going to, go back up. Let's just make sure that that's set to mobile. Let's go down, I'm sorry.
Go down, excuse me.
My bad. Under placement, we edit placement where it says all devices. We just want mobile. So remove desktop.
Yeah. There we go.
Perfect. So Jose, great question. Jose says, why do we want 1 day versus 7 day? So basically, I don't want people that are clicking 2 or 3 or 4 days from now. I don't want to optimize and tell Facebook that those are the type of people that I want them to find or serve my ads up to. I want people that click right now and buy right now. That's how I want to optimize this ad set. So that's why I want to choose 1 day versus 7 day. Does that make sense, Jose? And mobile only, yes. We only want to run mobile only, Dave. You have to uncheck everything again because you checked mobile. Yes, you do. Scroll down. Once you change device type, as soon as you change that device type, it automatically, by default, selects all platforms. So it selects everything. So you have to go in and change that.
A good eye.
Sweet.
Thank you.
And yep. So we're good to go. Scroll back down for me. Yep, conversions at 1 day. Perfect. All right, let's go back up to the targeting. This is where we're going to work together, okay? Do you test Instagram? No. We used to test Instagram. We used to test Instagram a lot, and we never really noticed much of a difference other than the fact that the spend would be increased. So it would definitely affect our bottom line, and we weren't really pulling a whole lot of sales from Instagram. So it made no sense for us to continue to use Instagram, especially when most of our result is coming here from Facebook. So we're just utilizing Facebook. That's it. We want to be able to spend our advertising dollars in the most effective ways. That's why we test constantly which coupon gives us the best result. Actually, is Rick here? I know over the weekend he sent me a message, or Anthony sent me a message saying that my coupon code was messed up. He said, oh, by the way, just wanted to let you know your coupon code's messed up. And I started laughing, and I said, no, we're testing. And that's how we test it. Well, we want to see which one works, which one don't. We want to see which ones are drawing the most amount of attention. The ones that are getting the most clicks on are the ones we're going to turn on. We're not going to give people 25% off if it's not going to warrant it and make sense financially for us to do so. So we test all different numbers to see what one works the best. And believe it or not, the 5 to 10% works best. That one works better than 20%, works better than $5 off. It's absolutely amazing how people look at the numbers. I don't understand what they're looking at. To me, 20% is always going to be more than 5, but 5 to 10 wins, which is crazy. All right, so let's open up that notepad now, because what we're going to do is we're going to kind of use both together. So if you can shrink from the left side of your screen and kind of shrink it over, and then bring your notepad up so that we can kind of keep both things open side by side. That way we can kind of go kind of hand in hand with both. Put it over to the right and just shrink the right. There you go. And shrink the right side of the Facebook over to your left, so that just the screen itself rather. So go back back here. Yeah, just shrink that whole screen over to your left. The other way. My bad. Maybe I'm.
Oh, it's my left. Excuse me.
That's okay. You're on the left. That's fine.
Help me out here. Why is this going?
Grab the top bar and just move it over to the right, or to your left rather. Yep. There you go.
How
now
far?
Nope. You want to shrink it because now you're just moving the whole thing over.
Oh, excuse me.
That's all right, man. So go over to the side and just, there you go. And
something
now,
like this?
Now, yep, but you want to move the whole screen back over to the right now, because see how everything's moved over to the left? It's kind of like hidden in a hidden screen there. So go back up to the toolbar, to the gray bar there, and move it back over to the right. There we go. Boom. Sweet.
Is that going to work?
Yeah, that's going to work, because we just want to be able to utilize the notepad and the Facebook page at the same time. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to teach you guys a little bit of a strategy that we use when it comes down to doing the targeting, right? And I wish to God I could take credit for this and say that I'm the inventor of this, or I'm the creator of it. We watch a lot of webinars. We watch a lot of people do a lot of crazy ass shit, and we just take a little bit of everything and put it all together and just make something magnificent out of it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of have you guys help me out with this, and we're going to build something together, okay? So the first thing that comes to mind when you think about wine, what's the very first thing? And again, I am not a wine guy. I don't know anything about wine, but what I do know is how to be able to come up with some targeting ideas. So we're going to break it down. So Pinot Noir, Cabernet. Okay, so what would you consider that, Phil? What would you consider that? Would you consider that a type of wine? Would you consider that a brand? What would you consider that? Would you consider that a type of wine or a brand? Okay, type of wine. Perfect. So let's write that down. Type of wine. Type of wine. And let's put dash. And let's take those suggestions that he gave us there. So let's take Pinot Noir. Let's take Cabernet. Let's take Moscato, Merlot. What else? What else? What are the types of wine are there?
I don't know how to spell some of these. Excuse me.
That's all right. Facebook will fix it.
Yeah.
Let's see. Chardonnay. There's another one. Yep. Red wine. What's the one my wife drinks? She drinks Riesling.
Riesling. R-E-I-S.
Yeah, you got me. There it is. Boom. It auto spells it. There you go. Let's see. Rosé. Common rosé. How about sparkling, right? Is there such thing as sparkling wine? I know I see that in the supermarkets. I don't know if that's like grape juice with a little bit of fizz. Ooh, white Zinfandel. There you go. White Zinfandel. Yeah. Wow. All right. So just double click on it. If you double click on it, it'll give you the correct spelling. Just literally double click on the word. And then right click on it.
I don't have a right click option here.
What? Are you on a Mac?
Yeah. I'm using a mouse pad.
You're on the mouse pad on the laptop?
This is, what is it, an E maybe?
Oh, hell no. Let's fix that shit right now, because we want to get you working on the right thing. So at the top of your screen, you see the little apple up there?
Yeah.
Click on that.
Okay.
And when you click on that, click on System Preferences, and then you see Trackpad. Click on that.
Trackpad.
Boom. See the secondary click option? Nope.
Second.
Secondary click. Yep, right there.
Get
Let's
rid of
move
it?
that over to right corner. Click on the drop
Wait.
down where it says 2 fingers. Now change that to right corner.
Right corner.
There you go, buddy. You got a right click now. Let's X out of there.
This is embarrassing.
No, come on now. You know how long it took me to figure that out, man? I called Chris ready to smash my. I remember when I first came to Mac, I was like, dude, I'm going to smash this thing. I am not going to last another day. And he's like, bro, just chill, man. Watch these videos. You'll be good. And he sent me down the rabbit hole of YouTube. But, man, you're good.
What do I do?
All right, so let's go comma. Oh, I'm sorry. Double-click on it, just the word. Or
Do I highlight it?
You can highlight it, yep. And then just right-click on the word. If it's incorrectly spelled, it should give you the option as soon as you right-click on it. Bottom.
See, my mouse pad doesn't have a right click.
Well, the bottom right-hand corner, if you just tap on the bottom right-hand corner, that should be your right.
Of my laptop. All right.
Yep, just tap on the bottom right-hand corner. Boom! Yeah, buddy. That's my best Paulie D voice. Yeah, buddy. All right, so comma. Let's do the same thing. Well, you just double-click on Chardonnay. It's probably because it's not double. Maybe because you're missing an A. Right-click. So there's no suggestion.
Chardonnay. It's close.
I don't know. We'll fix it in Facebook.
Whatever.
All right. Yeah. So there it is. Chardonnay. And my boy definitely knows how to spell Chardonnay.
N-N-A-Y. Okay.
Boom. He got it. My boy Sean is in the house. He got it. He figured that out. He's like, yeah, I got this. All right. So Patron tequila. I don't know about that. Is that a wine? I don't think so.
No.
I know enough about Patron to know that it ain't a wine. You're drinking some real stuff right there. Cammy's got it in. Targetable Patron. Let's see. Mont Black. We got. Do we have white? Do we have red wine there? All right. I think we're good. I think we got enough of a selection here to kill it. Let's add Moscato because my wife will kill me if she watches this demo and doesn't see Moscato on there because she loves Moscato. Type in red wine too, because red wine's big. All right, cool. So would you say this is a pretty good list of types of wine, guys? Pretty good list. I mean, I've literally taken all these from you guys, right? Every single one of these. So let's enter a couple of times and let's go to the different types of brands, right? So let's go to different types of brands. Be patient, my friend. Wear a seatbelt because we're about to fucking crash, man, if we give you the steering wheel. Be patient, bro. I promise you're going to love it when I show this to you in real time. But right now, we're just literally using our brain together collectively, and we're doing a little bit of research and coming up with this thing. So let's make this happen, all right? So brands, right? What kind of brands? Whoa, my boy's going on a tangent. What the hell is that?
I know a little bit about wine.
Okay,
These are brands.
okay. Where's Sean McDonald at? Because Sean knows a little bit about wine, too. I think you guys have a face-off right here. Sean, where you at, brother? Give me some brands. Give me some wine brands. Right? I don't even know the type of wine my wife drinks. She'll kill me. I just know the bottle. I know what it looks like. What the hell is it called? Stella Rossi, maybe? Gosh, I don't even know. But, again, help me out, guys. Give me some names, some brands. Not some types, but some brands. Stella Rossi, that is it. See? Thank you, Keith. Boom. Stella Rossi is one. R-O-S-S-I. Nice. All right, cool. So now so we got types of wines, we got brands. What else? What other categories can we look at inside of Facebook for targeting? There's also associations, right? So are there any wine groups or wine clubs or wine associations, wineries? Okay, well, I'm looking more like a wine monthly club or something like that, right? For magazines. Whoa, my boy's on it. Holy shit. So, see, he's off on a tangent right now. So, magazines. Yeah, let's look at magazines. What type of wine magazines? We got Food and Wine. We got Wine Spectator. Someone go on Google, please, and be the genius in the room and just literally give me some wine magazines. Beringer Vineyards. I think that's more of a vineyard. That's more of a place, right? So, let's add place, right? Let's go down. Let's add place underneath magazine. Let's add place. Let's add place and let's add wineries, right? So let's put wineries there, right? How about fan pages? Let's go to fan pages, right? Let's look up some fan pages that are wineries that have big followings, right? That we can try to tap into. So let's put a space or enter, and let's put fan pages. And while we're on fan pages, we might as well look at websites, right? Websites. So let's put websites on there. Yep. Enter. How about equipment, like stuff you can use to open up the wine bottles? Like they got those crazy little screw down, like my wife's got this stupid little corkscrew thing that you push the button and there you go, wine openers. I'm lost me there. So wine key, wine openers, maybe even like, what do they call those barrels, the wine barrels or whatever, the basements where you go down and cellars, the wine cellars, right? They got those wine cellars. How about the humidors, or not humidors? That's more of a smoking thing. But don't they have like a special thing for a wine that you can decanter? Is that what it's called? Sean knows. Yes. Sean knows what I'm talking about. Decanter, right? Like you put it on the bottle as you're filling it, or your cup, or whatever the hell it is, and it kind of takes the air out of the wine. I've seen that happen.
Aerator. How do you spell
aerator? Boom. There you go. Sick. See? Come on now.
How do you spell that?
I have no freaking clue. Airater. Carrie's in the house. She knows how to spell. She's the spelling bee champion. AIR. AIRATER.
Oh. Wait.
There you go. Boom. It's an O. Come on, Carrie. All right. So, there we go. Someone said countries, right? Let's put countries down. Because countries is big, man. You got freaking Italy, you got Germany, you got France, you got Spain, all different types of countries that you can actually look at, right? That are wine countries, right? So let's think about, we got types. We got types of wine, we got brands, we got magazines, we got places, we got fan pages, websites, right? Let's look up some websites real quick. Let's go on Google. And let's look up some wine websites and see what type of websites there are out there, right? We can also find this stuff in Facebook, but I want to teach you guys how to find this without Facebook. Here's my boy Joseph coming out of the woodworks. He's already done it. He's got Wine Spectator. Napa Valley, right? Is that what it is?
I just typed that.
I watched Hangover, bro. Come on. They were in Napa Valley. So websites, look at that. We got the intothevineyard.com. Damn, Ado. Intothevineyard.com.
Excuse me, Vineyard.
The Wine Economist. Wow, man, these guys are in. Look at this. WineExpress.com. Damn, boy, look at this. My boy's going ham over here, Sean. Sean's got everything all set up. He's like on the low, got like a freaking page already rolling with vines, wines, and love and all kinds of shit. Because my boy's pulling this stuff out of his air. He's just like, boom, let's go. Total Wine. Okay, he's just got more coming out of his sleeves. So the purpose of this exercise, guys, is to get you guys to think outside of the box, right? Facebook is going to help us, and Facebook is going to give us the suggestions. But we need to tell Facebook what the frig we're looking for, right? And we need to keep it segmented based on these categories, based on the types of wine. Let's run an ad set to the different types of wine. I guarantee you that ad set could pull a good friggin' 6 million, 5 million, 4 million people, right? Let's run it to the different types of stores, right? There's Wine and Spirit, there's ABC, there's all these different liquor stores that we can run that are on a huge level, that are on a, U.S. scale. They're all over the place, right? We can run to those liquor stores. We can run to the brands. If you don't know the brands, use Google. Just type in your niche and type in the word brands and look at Google before you go into Facebook. And, literally, we're going to take a screenshot of this and we're going to post this in the group so you guys can use this, because regardless to what niche you go into, you should be able to target that niche just like we're doing right now without using Facebook. Then go into Facebook and be able to refine that search. Be able to take Facebook and use the suggestions that it gives you for each one of these things. If you're thinking about moms, or you're thinking about grandmoms, or you're thinking about whatever other niche, hunting, shooting, fishing, whatever, go after that niche and look at it and say, in the fishing niche, what type of magazines are there? And type them in this little sector here. Boom. In the fishing niche, what type of clubs are there? In the fishing niche, what types of
brands are there? What type of places are there? What type of fan pages and websites already exist that you can tap into their fan base and you can run off of? This is how you're going to target without even using Facebook. Just literally by using Google and a little bit of knowledge you may already have in your head, you're able to utilize this exact tree and be able to build your own targeting for any type of product. So now we can literally go in and let's just go to type of wine, right? So I want you to do me a favor. Let's scroll up to the top of this ad set.
Okay.
And I want you to type in at the back of AS, or in the beginning of AS1, I want you to type type of wine.
Before AS1?
Correct. Type of wines.
Type of wines.
Damn, look at that. Everybody's just coming out of the – I mean, look, guys, I don't ever want to hear anybody say that they can't target wine when literally, collectively, as a whole, 60 people have come together to give us the most unbelievable targeting under wine. I mean, if you guys had any doubts whatsoever about running any products at all related to wine, you guys now have every ounce of targeting right in front of you guys here in this chat box. Literally, I mean, it's already been done for us. And if this hasn't helped you guys, then let's take a look at what Sean has built here on this notepad, right? And we're going to continue to build this, but stretch that up for me, that notepad, and take a screenshot of that. I want you to take a screenshot of just that notepad. If you hit Shift, Command, and the number 4, it'll create a little camera that you can drag over and take a picture of your notepad there.
Okay. That's cool.
Boom. That's not right there on your desktop, and I want you to drag and drop that over to me on Skype. So just give that to me on Skype when you get a second.
You want me to do that right now?
Yeah, if you have Skype open, let's do it right now. Just open up Skype and just drag it and drop it right into my Skype combo. So, Steven, I'm going to show you that you're not ever going to do that. So, Steven says, do we have to worry about our campaigns competing against each other? No, you're never going to have to worry about that. And I'm going to show you why you're not going to have to worry about. Damn, here I've been doing shit Command 3. Yo, Keelan, man, I love you, bro. Keelan just got an aha moment. You learned how to do screenshots. That's awesome, Keelan. Yeah, that's awesome. So, you know how long it took me to figure that out, bro? I was sitting doing the same thing you were doing, Keelan. The same damn thing. I was doing the Shift Command 3 and cropping it out, trying to get everything out that I didn't need till I figured out that Shift Command 4. That thing's a lifesaver. All right, so check it out. We're going to put types of wine, ad set 1, right? Let's go down into the targeting, and we're going to go literally take everything in our types of wine in our notepad, and we're going to type it in there, and Facebook's going to give us even more suggestions. So let's go ahead and let's type in Cabernet, then let's select Cabernet. There it is, boom. Let's type in Pinot Noir, let's select that. Let's type in Chardonnay, and let's select that. And then after we've done about 3 or 4 of these bad boys, suggestions should stop popping out of the woodworks with every other wine. Click on suggestions. Sure, bang.
Yeah.
Go, boy. Just click on every single one of those big boys. Boom, 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 boom. Just keep on adding them.
All right. Wine. Yeah, there's the food and wine, sparkling.
Champagne. Woo!
Yeah,
Oh, wow. Moet. Oh, yeah. Let's go, baby.
Just all of these?
Let's go, baby. Come on. Yeah, hell yeah, all of these. Absolutely. We're not
That's
smarter
awesome.
than Facebook. Let Facebook be the smart one. Let them decipher these particular interests and find our winners. We are going to find out very quickly whether it's going to be the types of wines, the brands of wines, the stores, the magazines, the places, the fan pages. We are going to find out stupid dumb fast which one of these assets are worth us divulging some time into. That's good. You're going a little out of control.
Hey, you told me.
You're just You're just clicking away. Women and wine. You're just going nuts. That's okay, man.
Can I get rid of some of these?
I love it. Yeah, let's get rid of some of these because those aren't really wine types. Like women and wine, that's probably more of a fan page. Wine time, that's probably more of a website. But let's get rid of the ones that are not wine types.
Oh. Okay, that makes sense.
So, Nelson, that's a fully loaded question. Nelson says, what's the best size audience to test? And again,
If you ask me, I want that audience to be as big as humanly possible, because with my ad account and my data and the amount of fires I've got on my pixel at 4,000 for the freaking week, I can take and run whatever the fuck I want. If I want to earn 50 million, I can, because I got the budget to push it and I definitely have the data to support it. However, for my main man, Trevor, who's just getting started, like most of you guys that don't have the ability to, you know, unfortunately, have the data or to have the funds to push it, you're going to try to keep it down to a reasonable number, somewhere between 100,000 and 1 million, okay? Somewhere in that range. And I'm going to show you guys how you're actually going to be able to do that. So this is good. We can keep it here. We got most of these good. You had Riesling and Merlot? I mean, Moscato?
Yeah, for your wife.
Because, dude, listen, my wife checks out all my webinars, and if she checks out the webinar,
Moscato.
I didn't tell you to add Moscato. She's gonna be like, "What the frig's wrong with you, man?"
Riesling.
All right, we good. We got it. We're good. All right. So right now we're at 2.2 million. Okay, for the types of wine. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna try to find the biggest one. So let's take a look at the biggest one here. Whatever the biggest one is, which most likely is gonna be
probably Cabernet.
Most likely that, or maybe let's see what Cabernet is.
Or Champagne, 17 million.
All right, boom, that's it right there. So let's highlight Champagne. Copy that. So Command C.
Okay.
And now let's see where it says narrow audience. We're going to narrow that down. So just paste it there. Command V. All right. Let's see what that does to our audience size. We're at 2.2 million right now. And if you just click off it, that's perfect. We're at 660,000, which is kind of where I said I want to be, right? I want to be between 100,000 and 1 million. That's my sweet spot. Ideally, you know, with a brand spanking new account, I want to see it at around 500,000. But if I'm at 660, 700,000, I'm not really going to complain, right? I'm getting down as close as I can. I'm narrowing it down. You know, Champagne, is that really a wine? I don't know. Is that a wine?
Champagne is a grape and a place in France. So I don't know.
Let's see what my boy Sean has to say. Sean, do you think that's a wine? I don't know if I should narrow down with Champagne. No? All right, so no, we're going to go ahead with no, because we got two. No. Well, let's take Champagne out, and let's put Champagne back up top. So let's put Champagne back up top.
So keep it here, but get rid of this one?
Because you would consider that a type of wine, right? That's like a sparkling wine, I would say, right?
Oh, yeah, it's like a category, I guess.
Champagne is a wine. It's a sparkling wine produced exclusively in France Champagne region. So there it is. My boy gave us the whole freaking thing. MD'd it. There it is, boy. Wine isn't bubbly. Wine isn't bubbly. All right. So let's add it back up top. And let's go for the second biggest one. So that one was 17 million. Do we have another one that's going to be in that range there? Which one did you say it was going to be? The Chardonnay? That's at 2.
Well, that one's got 2. Cabernet's got 1.9.
Let's take that 2.4. Let's take Chardonnay. Let's do that. Take Chardonnay. Let's highlight or copy, and let's paste it down below on the narrow. And let's see what that does to my audience size. 180,000. Okay, let's roll with that. 180,000 is okay. It's still above 100,000, which is what I really want to kind of, you know, target a minimum of, right? I don't really want to go under 100,000, and if I do, I don't want it to be much less than 80,000. You know, I don't want it to be down in the 50,000 range, because if this thing takes off, I'm not really going to be able to scale it much unless I start breaking all these interests down individually, which again, you know, I'm gonna start spending some money to test and find out which one of these are my winners, when I can just let Facebook do it right here by putting them all here in bulk and narrowing them down. Okay, let's try something real quick. I want to try to narrow down by sparkling
instead of this.
Yeah, let's try to see what happens. So put that Chardonnay back up top, and actually, you know what? Let's just try to narrow that down and see what it looks like with sparkling. Yep, and then I also want to try to narrow it down with wine. So we got 940,000. I like that one. Narrow that down with wine and remove sparkling wine and put sparkling wine back up top. Okay.
Do you want me to remove these when I put it down here?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Whenever you remove it, whenever you add it to the bottom, always take it out of the top. So you didn't take.
Oh, okay, so I didn't do that at first.
Right. So we definitely want to do that, because if not, then it's definitely it's going to cancel out, right? Because we're telling it has to have one of those plus one of those. It's kind of the same freaking thing, right? So don't worry about that. No, you can leave that there because the only thing you want to take out of the top box is whatever you're putting down the bottom box.
And that's it. Yeah, out.
Cool. That's what I want right here. I want to run it with this, right? Even though it's kind of like an oxymoron because, you know, red wine is a wine, right? So you're telling it to narrow down by that plus that. I still want to be able to do this because it's narrowing down that audience down a little bit for me and actually intersecting it some, right? So I want to go ahead and take that. But 1.3 million, let's see what sparkling wine is going to do. Let's take wine and bring it up top again and put sparkling wine down bottom. So X out of sparkling wine.
Right, you mean X out of wine, put wine up here.
Correct. Yeah.
Keep that, and I'll try sparkling wine.
Correct. Remove sparkling wine from up top.
Let's see, right here. 500,000.
That's what I want. Boom. Sweet spot, baby. I told you 500,000 is my sweet spot, right? That's what I want right there. So that's what we're going to roll with. We're going to roll with this here. And what we're going to do is we're going to publish this, but we're going to add an ad to it. Because remember, we don't have an ad pointing to it right now. So let's go, and we've got everything set up the way we want. We got a nice ad here. We got $10. Let's put an ad to it.
All right.
Let's add an ad to it now. So first thing we want to do is we want to go to the side there, and we want to be able to create the ad. Identify it by the page, and now let's go to the post. So we already have the existing post ID, but if not, you can select it from the post. So click that drop down and see if it's going to pull it from the post.
Yeah, these are old. I deleted some of these. No.
Right. So that's actually right there. How strong is your wine game? Boom.
Oh, excuse me.
Well, let's click it and make sure that's the right one because I know you said you edited it, but let's just, yep, that's it. That's the one we want, right? So that's it. That looks beautiful the way it is. We're going to roll this bad boy out. Let's publish this, son up, but done it.
Everything good. Publish.
We're going to publish it. Now, as we're publishing it and we're waiting for this thing to go, right, we're going to go ahead and we're going to run some retargeting ads to this thing at the same time. We're going to go ahead and we're going to create an IC, an ATC, and also we're going to create a view content retargeting, right? So let's go and let's X out of all of this stuff. And let's go to the campaign level. And actually, before we even go in there and do that, what I would like to do real quick here is I want to cover something that is becoming, Tyler just came in here and showed me something. So it kind of, you know, brought it to my point right now to be able to share this with you guys. I want you to go over to A1 Pod real quick. So go to the shipping where it says shipping right there, the second tab, and click on that on the top bar there on the Google Chrome. We are sending it to the product page. The first link is directly to the product page. The second one is to the collection. The second part says see all of our collection here, which is why it's going there. Yeah, absolutely, Evan. 100%, because that's data that I've already paid for that if I don't run retargeting to, I lose. So, yeah, I definitely want to especially retarget those people because the second time around, I'm not paying anywhere near that price point. So let's go up to the top tab there, Trevor, where it says TK and J Apparel.
My Shopify?
Yes.
And
you keep a product per ad account. So yes and no. I don't scale more than one product in one ad account, if that's what you're asking. And when I know it's time to scale it is when it's produced 100 sales. Usually it's between 100 and 300. Sometimes I'll let it keep on riding. If I don't have a good feeling for it, I'll let it keep riding until I get to 300. And then when I get to 300, I shut everything else off and I only keep that one product in there. Should we run PP at $25 for 24 hours? So Phil, only if it's a brand new ad account with a brand new pixel, yes. And honestly, it doesn't even need to be for a full 24 hours as long as you can see that it's spending money and as long as you can see that you're getting reach, you're getting impressions, and you're getting people going through and, you know, clicking on the like button, it's doing what it's supposed to do, right? It's producing engagement. You know, really not going to see much more than that. You're not going to see any add to carts. And if you get a purchase, you might as well go to the casino because you're the luckiest person on the planet. So after $10, yeah, I mean, that's fair. If you're up, yeah, that's fair. Shut it off after $10. So you're different than $5, then you pick a winner. No. I'm going to cover that in 1 second, Keelan. So I want to just check something here real quick. I want you to go to apps. And here in apps, I want you to click on A1 Pod. And I want to show you guys something real quick because I know there's a lot of errors happening right now in some of your stores. And I see it on my end, and I want to literally scream when I see it because it's the most simplest thing on the planet. Click on product. So click on t-shirts. If you're adding your own products, right? And I know Chris made a video on this, and he said that he gave you guys access to the full app version. So I want you to do me a favor and just click on the back button real quick because I want to show what that means. So Chris said he gives you guys or gave you guys access to the full app version. What that means is here under products, click on products again. Here under products, you can see the apparel, the mugs, wall art, and running shoes. So right now, you guys don't have access to wall art and running shoes. You guys don't have access to it because we can't produce it here. So that we can't produce it here, we're not selling it. That's our model. If we can't produce it, we don't sell it. So at the end of the day, we don't want you guys clicking on anything and adding any products to your store outside of apparel and mugs. Okay? So apparel and mugs are the only two things that you guys are actually able to produce sales on and us actually be able to fulfill them here. Okay? There are other products that we are able to fulfill out of here that have not been added to the app yet. And we're not going to go down that hole until we get it added because there's going to be a tremendous amount of questions that are just not worth answering right now because no one's selling any of this stuff. And if you're not selling it, we don't need to talk about it, right? But the only two things I want you guys focusing on is apparel and mugs. So I want you to click on apparel. And this seems like it's pretty trivial, but it's not because a lot of people are making mistakes here. You see on the right-hand side, it says dark and light. You see that? This is for your image. Most people are leaving it on the dark setting. Go to dark for me. Most people are here on the dark setting and trying to add an image for a dark shirt. But yet, that's the only image they add. So when you sell a light shirt, the white ink is coming onto the white shirt, which makes it impossible for us to see. Right? So you need to add both images. You have to add the dark and the light. Do not, I'm going to repeat myself, and I know that this is still going to get screwed up, and when it does, your orders are going to go on hold, and you're going to wonder why your orders are on hold, and hopefully you're smart enough to come back to this video because your orders are not going to come out of hold until this is fixed or until you get a hold of us because we're not rocket scientists. We're not going to just guess what image you want on that black shirt if it comes with an image of a black image on a black shirt. I'm not going to know what the hell that is. Yes, the name of the thing says grandma, but that could mean 100 different things, right? So I don't know what particular product it is unless it's in the SKU, and the SKU is containing the image that's hidden because of the black shirt. So what I need you guys to do is make sure you're dropping the right color images on the right color shirts. A white shirt is light. There is no other color white than white, all right? A dark shirt is any other color on there. Red, khaki, gold, royal blue, cyber pink, denim, green, orange, black, gray, navy, blue, purple, and light blue. Those are all considered dark colors. So you need to place two different images. I cannot tell you how many orders we see coming in here that only one image is being placed. So please go back and fix it. And here's the only way to fix it. You can't just come in here and add the white or add the black. You need to create a new product. So you need to come in here and add both at the same damn time. Don't be a genius and just go to Shopify and try to add a variant and try to add a color and try to add an image. It doesn't work like that. On our side, we're only capturing what is created in here. This is the only thing we see. So if you add it after the fact, we don't see it. Does everybody understand that? Is that super, super clear? I mean, I know it seems like it's pretty trivial, but I just want to make sure everybody's on the same page. Does everybody understand that? You have to add two images, one for light and one for dark. Awesome. Now, the other thing is, click on online store for me. And then click on navigation. I don't know if anybody knows this, but just because you have to kill an old page doesn't mean you have to redo the post. You can take that link, and if you click under navigation, you see it says URL redirects. Nope, up at the top. Right there. Click on URL redirects. So inside of here, click on create a URL redirect. So Shopify creates them for you on the fly, but you also have the ability here, guys. I don't know how many of you knew this, but you have the ability here to take your old URL that's in your post, place it here, and as long as Shopify controls the URL, you can put it here and redirect it to your new URL. You guys see that? So don't feel like because you have to go create a new product means you're going to lose traffic from your old ad or from your old post. You won't lose it if you come in here and just redirect it. Deleted so many products because of that. Thanks. You're welcome, man. You know how many I've done because of this? I didn't know this existed. So when I found it existed, I come in here and I share. That's what we do, right? So there's no need to delete. If you delete, it won't work. You have to actually go into any product real quick for me, Trevor. Click on products. And just click on any product because you have the ability to just hide it in the store, which is what we want to do. We don't want to make it live in the store. We want to actually see where it says sales channels on the right.
Yes.
Click on manage. In here, we want to deselect online store. Not now, because obviously, we're not working on this particular one. But let's just say that this was messed up and you wanted to remove it and add a new product. You can do it by just simply deselecting it here. But before you do that, cancel that out for me. Before you do the online thing, scroll down to the bottom. You want to grab that URL down at the SEO section here. So you want to grab the URL that's here. You want to grab that URL because you're going to need to forward that URL, right? So you're going to need to take that URL and you're going to have to copy it. And after it's copied, you then go and turn off this ad by removing it from online store so that anybody who's clicking on that link is going to get redirected to the new post, the new page, right? The new product page. Does everybody understand that? Pretty simple?
Yes.
All right, so Jason said, when do we do gold foil? How can we send that art file? Show gold foil on pics so people know. Can we send the artwork that we have made to gold foil Photoshop? So Jason, as of right now, the only way to create that mock-up, right? We're working on that font, on that image right now on the color for the gold foil. We're working on that because we have to, Joey actually tested it the other day. We have to create an actual color, right? So you got to find a gold foil, screenshot it, and create a color. And then once you've created that color, you can make it to where the black image becomes that color. For us, when you send us your image, the image needs to be black. So the image needs to be black in order for us to turn it into a gold foil. So all you have to do is send us the image in black, and we'll take care of turning it in putting it in the gold foil for your customer. But as far as the mock-up, you need to create the mock-up yourself. You need to go create it in Photoshop for right now until the app can do it. The app should be able to do it here soon, but right now I've literally pulled Mike, which is my #1 coder. I've pulled him off of every single task to manage one task right now, which is getting my DHL shipping set up. Because now I can go international and I can start testing international for you guys. And the goal with that is to get that going before we hit Q4 so we can open up a completely different market for you guys. So I've pulled them off everything to get that done so that we can use DHL all in for the entire domestic and international shipping. So he's working on that right now. And then when he gets back, he has a priority list to do. So that is on the list, the gold foil. It's just where on that list, I don't know. If you redirect, it means sometimes you'll link a different product than the image shown in the old ad. So yeah, that's always going to happen because you're forwarding it. Remember, when they click on that link, it happens in a millisecond. That link gets forwarded to the new link, and the new link is what's showing up at the URL bar. Quite all right, because it'll still be the store name. The only difference is the extension at the end of the URL, Bob. Okay? So now that we've gotten that taken care of, that was important because, again, I want to try to fix these orders from coming in here and being jacked up. I'm trying to target Boston Terriers. I've tried magazine stores, fan pages. So let's go back on that list real quick. Trevor, click on that list real quick. So you've tried Types. Types is Boston Terrier. You've tried different brands. So did you look at, you said stores, magazines, okay. How about places? Have you looked at places? Like, for instance, they have like those, what do they call those things? Not ASPCA, but the dog competitions or whatever they call them. There's like different ones in every state or whatever. They do like these competitions. Boston Terrier has got to be one of those breeds that they do that in. So you can go after that, which would probably be either an association or a place. Fan pages, I'm sure there's tons of fan pages, tons of them. Websites, again, I'm sure there's tons of websites on Boston Terriers. Equipment, I mean, you can go after dog leashes, dog lovers. I mean, at the end of the day, you can also go super broad and just type in Boston Terrier, right? That's super broad. You know, countries and places, I don't know. Is there an origination for Boston Terrier? Maybe you can use that as the targeting and narrow down with Boston Terrier, right? There are tons of website fan pages, but they don't come up with the targeting section. So again, you can go super broad with it. We're only looking for, you know, between 100,000 and 1 million, right? That's a big span. So we're looking for between 100,000 and 1 million. And it surprises me to think you can't find something in these particular categories. Remember, we're not looking for all the categories. We're looking to break down each ad set into a category. So the next ad set we'll do is under brands. The next ad set we'll do is under stores. The next ad set we'll do is under magazines. Then the next ad set under places. And then the next one under fan pages. Then the next one under website. So if you look here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 possibilities of running 10 separate ad sets. You see that, Trevor? Do you see that?
Yes. Yes,
so
yes.
That's literally 10 ad sets that you have right there that can all be ran under the exact same freaking campaign. You can literally run these under the same campaign, and all we're looking for is to find our winning ad set. So we could literally run, and we are going to run, and Trevor, you're going to run 10 ad sets, and each one of these categories is going to become an ad set, and you're going to do the exact same thing we just did here. You're going to do that on the next ad set that you create. So once this ad set is approved, you're going to go in, and in the ad set level, you're just going to click on create, and you're going to create a new ad set. So let's go back and check and see if that's approved.
Not yet.
Go on the ad set level and click on refresh. Just do Shift Command R. All right, let's see. Nope, still in review. All right, cool. All right, let's just do it now. Let's create. We're going to create one underneath it, and we'll hopefully get them all approved at the same time. Not on the campaign level, on the ad set level. Let's just click on create. And just for the sake of the webinar, I want you guys to see exactly how this is going to play out. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to create. And here, we're going to name it the same exact thing. We're going to name it Wine Strong 2544. And here, let's go to equipment, right? Let's name this equipment. So 2544. And we'll go equipment, ad set 1. Right? And then the ad name is going to be just Wine Strong IMG AS1. Do equipment.
AS1 equipment?
Nope, equipment AS1, add 1. Oh, you wrote that. See, it says use existing campaign. You change the campaign name. So we want to make that the ad set name. Yep. Let's take that, and that's the ad set name on where it says use existing. Let's
on the ad.
No.
On the campaign or the ad set?
No. See how it says on the top? It says use existing campaign, and then it says use existing. Nope. Leave that drop down alone. Okay. See where it says use existing, and we typed in Wine Strong, Wine Game Strong. Let's
Yes.
remove that.
Ooh.
No, the whole thing. The whole thing is going to go down to the next line because if we put anything inside there, it's going to change the campaign name, right? So we want to be able to keep that campaign name the same. We're going to go here. That's fine.
Oh, okay, my
Yep.
bad.
Well, you're going to have to
All right.
choose that. Click on the drop. Click on that box where it says choose a campaign. No, the box that says choose campaign.
Wine Game Strong,
Just click it.
44, whatever.
Just click on the blue where it says, yep, there you go. Perfect. Now where it says ad set, this is where you're going to put Wine Game Strong 2544.
Equipment.
You got equipment ad set 1, AS1.
Let's see. AS1. Add one.
Right. Nope. Remember, this is the ad set. See how it ad set level?
Yes.
All right. So we're going to go ahead and equip. You got to put a T in there.
Equipment. What did I do wrong here? Come on. There we go.
Right. I'm not a spelling bee champ either.
Okay, I'm not thinking right now.
Draft.
Save the draft.
Add to cart. Change
What's
that
my
budget to $10. Let's scroll down, and we're going to go right to the age. Let's change that. 2544.
Women.
This is a whole new ad set, Wayne, not for retargeting yet. Yep, women.
Should I keep this everyone who lives, right?
Honestly, it doesn't. I've never really had any difference in either one of those options other than the speaking, English speaking, if you're going worldwide. I've never really seen much of a difference in the location tab, unless, like I said, I'm going worldwide.
Okay.
So detail targeting. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go back to our list and we're going to look at equipment. And we're just going to target some of the equipment, right? So we're going to go after the wine key, wine opener, the decanter, the aerator, and then we're going to ask Facebook to give us some suggestions on other things we can use here to be able to pick some other stuff up, right?
It's not picking these up.
By creating ad sets in each list, brands, magazines, etc., is this how you avoid audience overlap? Can you run multiple ad sets in the same interest list? So, Steven, this is exactly how we're running our ad sets. You can put them in a separate campaign, and you can name the campaigns whatever you want to name them. And yes, that's going to prevent some audience. I don't give a shit about that, honestly. Like, I'm just looking for the massive amounts of clicks and the massive amounts of add to carts that I can feed my retargeting campaigns. And this is exactly the way that we're doing it, and this is the way that we're seeing results. As I said, you can test the way you want to test. You want to go out and listen to the noise, you can go test whatever way you want to test, but why bother testing when I'm giving you the exact way to break it down?
These equipment things are not really coming up. I got decanter.
Wine
key, wine opener, and aerator did not. It came up with aeration.
How about corkscrew?
That's a good one. Should I put aeration in there?
No, I think that's a little different. I don't know, though.
Yeah.
Like I said, I'm not a wine guy. We can just ask Facebook for suggestions right now after we put corkscrew. Nothing? Okay, let's hit suggestions. Let's see what it comes up with.
We're looking for, what are we doing? Equipment.
Right. Wine bar, right? No. Wine cellar.
Wine cellar?
Would that be considered equipment? I don't know.
It's where you put wine in, or maybe like a wine cooler.
Decanter magazine. Wine chiller, maybe wine chiller. So who suggested that? Clint. Put wine chiller. Let's see if that comes up. No. Wine.
I'll do wine cooler. There's one.
I think that's more of like a
whatever those little hard Mike's lemonade, which is fine. You know, leave it in there.
Wine cooler?
Yeah, that's what I think that is. But that's okay. I mean, I could be wrong. Like I said, I'm not a wine guy. So let's see what the freaking data shows us. Wine fridge, I don't know if that's going to come up. Let's leave that. So it's got 300,000. Again, our range between 100,000 and a million. So that's right in that range, right? Let's see what else is in here. Wine cellar. I don't know if wine cellar would be considered equipment. I think that might be considered equipment. I know those damn things cost some serious money to build.
I would consider it's like you store wine in there. So it's like.
Right? Put it in there. Let's see what happens. I mean, it's probably going to shoot us over the million mark, and it did 1.5 million. So let's try to narrow that down with wine cellar. Keg. Wayne put keg. That's,
28.
That's too little. So let's put that back up top, and we're going to go with the 1.5 million. That's cool. I think decanter was in the suggested list. I think so too, but I think they're right there. He picked the right one because the other one hit suggestions again, and let's see what other suggestions come up. I think there was another one for decanter, but it was something complete. It was a magazine, I think.
Yes, at Decanter Magazine, I saw it.
Right. Yeah, see, I don't know what the hell a sommelier is. I don't know.
Sommelier.
What is that? It's
a position in a dinner house. Somebody knows a lot about wine and food, can like help you decide.
I just learned something.
I actually used to be a little bit of one.
Wow. Sick. All right, so that's it. That's our list right there. So 1.5 million, that's going to be it. So we're going to run this, and we're going to add the ad to it. Let's just go down and edit the placement.
Just the feeds?
Mm-hmm.
Oops. Oh, my God. All mobile devices, conversions, 1 day click.
Yep.
All devices, you said mobile, right?
All mobile, yep. So remove desktop.
There we go. Mobile.
And now you selected mobile, so did you change it back to just feed?
Remember
it by default adds everything?
I'll learn that now.
Yeah, I can't tell you how many times that, and Facebook allows you to change it now. It lets it now do. You can go in and change it on the campaign level, but before, man, I would run ads and I'm like, shit, I'm on traffic, and I didn't realize it until $5-10 had been spent already, just stupidly burning money, and not even realizing it wasn't on conversion. I had it set to traffic. So now it lets you change it when you screw it up. It lets you change it on the campaign level, but before it never lets you do that. So we got 590,000. We're going to go down to the ad level now. So let's just switch over to the ad level.
Huh. What is this?
Yep, we got to go create it. Because remember, right now we're creating the ad set. So now we're going to go click on ad. Yep, and then we're going to create the ad. There you go.
All right.
There you go. Boom.
And what's my ad name?
Wine Strong Equipment AS1 AD1.
Equipment, excuse me, one more time. AS1.
AS1 Ad 1.
Okay. Equipment, save draft. And then I'm just going to use existing post.
Correct.
Or wait, yeah.
We're going to use existing post, but make sure you select it on the top first.
Excuse me. Where am I at?
Yep, right here where it says Facebook fan page. You already selected TK and J.
So I need the ID number, right?
So you could click on select post, which is what we did before.
Oh, yeah.
Yep, there it is. It's the third one down.
Easy. Okay.
Perfect.
Looks good. Publish.
Yep. So we're good to go. So now we can publish this one. So now I know some of you guys are probably like, oh my gosh, you know, before you showed to put them all in one and we buried everything in and had 35 million, 20 million, 25 million. Yes, absolutely. Because we had one campaign and we were running two of the ad sets that we were split. Well, we were running one ad set and splitting it up, right? But this is going to be a different scenario. We're going to run this and we're trying to develop the fastest amount of clicks. And also we're trying to develop the fastest amount of add to carts and people moving through our funnel, right? In order for that to happen, we need to be able to pay some attention to a couple of things. Number one, we're going to need to pay attention to the add to carts, and also our unique link clicks. So I want you to go into where it says columns and it says performance, and I want you to click on that.
Okay.
And then I want you to go down to customize column. Hold on one second. I'm just answering my coder real quick. I want you to click on unique. So at the top, just type unique link clicks. I want the cost per unique link clicks, and I want to see the unique link clicks. So right there, both of those. And I want to do the same thing for add to cart. I want to see the add to carts, and I want to see the cost per add to carts.
Wait. Oh, okay. Just retype for this.
Yep.
Add to cart, you said. Okay, where am I at, Jeremy?
I want to do add to cart. I want to find out my cost per website add to cart.
Okay.
And I also want to see my total add to cart. So X that out, and on the left-hand side, you should see conversions and then website. And we want to click on the add to cart one. So click on website add to cart.
Okay.
All right. Let's go ahead at the bottom left, click on save as preset. And we're going to just type in POD1 for now.
Okay.
And we're going to apply this. And let's refresh and see if this ad set, second ad set, is approved yet.
Not yet.
Okay, so let's take that first one. So the one that says Wine Strong 24, the types of wine, AS1, we're going to go ahead and we're going to duplicate that.
And that's the ad set, yes? Or the ad?
Yep. So we're going to duplicate the ad set. So go back on the ad set, because right now if you duplicate it, you're only going to duplicate the ad, and we want to duplicate everything. So we're going to duplicate. Well, actually, you know what? I stand corrected. Let's go on the ad level. We're going to duplicate this twice on the ad level first, and then duplicate the campaign. I mean the ad set. So right here, we're going to just duplicate the ad, and we're going to change it from ad 1 to ad 2, because now this is AS1 ad 2, right? So we want to change the ad set name. So we're going to leave, excuse me, the existing ad set is going to stay the same. So go ahead and duplicate it.
2 times?
Yep, we're going to duplicate it twice. Hit duplicate.
Oh, I guess I could have done this one by one.
So we're just going to change where it says AS1, we're going to change that to AS2. What the hell? Oh, hell no. Wow. Damn, my boy Chris is a beast. He just flew back from California. Not only did he fly back from California, he's been up 48 hours. He helped his brother move into his new house. So he's literally been up. His flight landed at 7 a.m. He was up all day yesterday, all day today, and he hasn't gone to bed yet. So my boy is going to be hurting for certain. And he's coming to Florida this week, so he's in for a trip.
All right, so AS, no, why are we changing AS? Ad set 1 is always going to be ad set 1, so that's always going to say AS1 until we increase or change the ad sets. But yeah, there you go, add 2. And now let's go to the next one. See on the left how you have 2 tick marks? On the left, all the way to the left, you see the 2 check marks in the boxes there?
Yes.
Just remove one of them.
Just one.
Yep.
Doesn't matter which one?
Just that one. Get rid of it. Yep. Now where it says AS add 2, change to add 3. There you go. Now publish it. So now we'll have 3 ads attached to that 1 ad set. All right. You see that? They're named ad 1, ad 2, ad 3. You guys see that? So we have 3 ads that are attached to the 1 ad set. Now we're going to go back, and hopefully that other ad set is now approved. And when it's approved, we're going to do the same damn thing. We're going to come back, and we're going to take that Wine Strong Equipment one. We're going to do the same thing. Now, if he has already built out all the other ones, he went and built out fan pages, he went and built out websites, he went and built out all the other types, right? He went and built them out and created ad sets. On here, we would have 10 different ad sets, and each one of these ad sets will have 3 ads attached to them. So now that this one's active, let's go ahead and click into it and go to the ad level, and let's duplicate this one twice. And we're going to do the same exact thing. We're just going to literally go in and change it from AD copy to 82. There you go. And uncheck the box on the left and just change the next one to 83. And then publish it. No thinking. Boom, just done. Okay, so now we have 2 ad sets that have separate targeting, right? And those 2 ad sets each have 3 ads attached to them. Let's publish this bad boy. And as soon as they're going active, right, these 3 ads, as soon as they're active, we're going to duplicate those campaigns, those ad sets. So now what we're going to have on the ad set level is we're going to have 2 ad sets that are identical. They're both going to be identical that say equipment. One's going to say AS1 and one's going to say AS2, right? The other one's going to say AS1 and there's going to be a duplicate to it that's going to say AS2, okay? No. What it's doing is, does duplicating the same ad help the algorithm? So Nelson, what it's actually going to do is it's going to help you more than the algorithm. And I'm going to show you that here in a second, because it's going to give you the ability to tell clearly in the data which one of the 2 will be the outperforming ad set. And it's tricking Facebook into allowing you into the auction 6 times, okay? Because remember, every entry into the auction is attached to an ad. So if you've got 3 entries into the auction because you have 3 ads and you duplicate it, you now have 6 entries into the auction. So I'm going to show you how important that is here in a second, because you guys are going to have some hard rules that you're going to follow. And if you follow these hard rules, you're going to be able to scale one product. And you're going to see why and how it's easy for us to scale one product in one ad account. Because remember, he's only got 2 ad sets right now. With one campaign, he's got $20 on the line right here. And it's about to become 40 because we're going to double the number by doubling the ad sets. So I want you to go to the ad level real quick. Yes, it's going to spend $10 per Be Rich, but it's not going to do it until we allow it to, unless we allow it to. We're only going to allow it to spend $1. We're only going to allow it to spend $1 or $3 at the most. Okay? So we're not going to let it spend the full $10. But if we put the budget at $3, or if we put the budget at $5 or $7, it's going to take longer for the change to show up for us, right? If we're allowing a hard rule at $3, it's going to take all day, 24 full hours before Facebook spends the $3. But if we put it to where it goes at $10, then it's going to spend that $3 really quick. It's going to spend it within the first 4 or 5 hours, right? We're not going to have to wait all day for it to spend that. And the first $1 will be spent relatively quick too, which is where your first decision making is going to happen, is at $1, right? So I'm going to show you guys how this is going to work and how this is going to look. And for some of you guys that are hungry, that are have a little bit of a budget to play with, I'm going to show you some pretty awesome stuff that you're going to be able to really pull a winner kind of quickly, okay? There's no playing around to try to find a winner. You'll be able to find it right away, okay? Can you explain Why the exact same ad sets, 1 and 2? Sorry, I had to run to the washroom. So, Steven, there's no reason to explain it. Just know that it works, right? There's no reason for me to explain the methodology behind it. Just know that it works and just duplicate it, because right now for the next couple of days, this method is going to work. After a couple of days, this method is going to become obsolete and may not work, because Facebook is pushing some changes across the board. And when they do these changes, no matter how much I go into explaining it, it's not going to make any difference because it's going to become obsolete. So to save us all some time, just do it because it works, brother. You're not going to miss anything. Just basically build out an ad set with 3 identical ads. Once you've built out the ad set with 3 identical ads that have been duplicated, identical, the only difference is the naming convention. It's going to be AS1 ad 1, AS1 ad 2, AS1 ad 3. So there's going to be 3 ads attached to the identical ad set. Once that happens and it goes live and it's not in review, we are literally going to click on the ad set level and we're going to duplicate that ad set. So it's going to be 2 identical ad sets with 6 ads that are identical. That's all we need to know right now, because if you can just do that simple step, which my boy Trevor's already proven, that if you follow directions, results come. So all you got to do is just keep on following directions. And my boy Jonathan, if he's here, he's another one. If you follow directions, results come, right? My boy's getting sales. He's getting clicks at under $1. I mean, his world is coming to a complete different world, right? There he is. So his reality is becoming completely different than it was just 2 weeks ago. 6 different entries into the auction. Yes, sir, Keelan, because you're going into 6 ads, which is 6 different entries. Okay, buddy? Because remember, this is where you're going into the auction, is on the ad level. You're not going into the auction on the ad set level. You're going into the auction on the ad level right here. So we want to put 6 entries in under one of your interest groups, because we're duplicating that ad set. All right? Refresh and see if this is open right now. I mean, active.
Yes.
Bada bing, bada boom. Let's go to the ad set level.
Duplicate those. Okay.
That's it, man. We're going to do them one at a time. So let's take that first one, equipment. Actually, let's start with the first one we did, which is the types of wine. It don't matter. Let's go there. That's cool.
All right. Equipment. Original campaign.
We're going to do it in the original. Yep. Original campaign.
Number of copies 1.
Copies 1. We're going to duplicate that. I'm going to show you something gangster on the second one, because this first one, we're just going to duplicate it once, and I want you to tell me the difference between the two, okay? So we're going to duplicate just that same exact thing. We're not going to change anything except for the naming convention. So go up to the top, and the naming convention is going to be AS2 now. Get rid of copy. Okay, now let's publish it. Well, before we publish it, let's go to the ad level, because remember, we're duplicating. We now have 3 ads. So let's go to the ad level and let's change these to AS2 instead of AS1. So in the naming convention where it says mixed value, view and edit.
Mixed value, view and edit.
Yep.
Okay.
And we're literally just going to change each one of them from AS1 to AS2. Leave the ad 2, ad 3, ad 1, but just want to change the AS1 to AS2. There you go.
Oh, that's awesome.
Boom. Click on save. So I know you guys want these recordings, right? From last week and from this week. My computer crashed 4 times on me. 4 times from Thursday to Sunday. Me trying to get that damn freaking replay from last week, which is over 4 hours. 4 hours, right? So I promise you guys, I'm going to get you both of them, all right? I'm going to get you guys both of them. But I need this post on Facebook to go bananas. So I don't care if you guys freaking put in a smiley face. I want people to be notified that shit's going down in this room for the last 2 freaking hours, because we've been in here for 2 hours and 16 minutes. So I know there's been some aha moments. Shit, I've had some. So I want you guys to go into the post, and I want you guys to type in there your aha moment, okay? While we're literally waiting for this damn thing to duplicate, I want you guys to take the time to do that for me.
Ad set, same ads.
Let's do it, man. So we changed the AS2, and we changed the AS2 on here, right? Is this the new one?
Yeah, this is the second one, or the second ad set.
Sick. My boy's on it. Boom. Let's go. Save to draft.
And yeah, publish, right? Yeah.
Yes, sir. You changed it to AS2, right? On the ad set level?
Yes,
Okay, cool.
I think.
It becomes automatic, man. After a while, it just like, force of habit. It's just boom, boom, boom. Same thing over and over again. So
Ad set 2. Go ahead.
on the ad set level, go to the ad set level instead of the ad level. Yep. And I just want to see that game type of wines, AS. Click on that. Let me just see that changed to AS2. Nope. See how it says AS1 copy? Let's change
Excuse
that.
me.
That's okay. Let's
Just edit, right?
That's it. Just edit, and let's fix that real quick.
Ad set 2.
Here you go. Bada bing, bada boom. Hit publish, baby. Let's go.
There we go.
Cool.
Ad set.
So now what I want to do is, so these are going to be in review for a little bit, right? So I'm going to actually do some pretty gangster shit here. I want to go ahead and I want to take the campaign level. So let's go on the campaign level. We're going to do this really quick. Let's go to create a campaign. Now you're going to go in after and you're going to set up all your retargeting. So you're going to set up a campaign for IC, and inside that IC campaign, you're going to have 3 IC ad sets. You're going to have IC 1 day, IC 3 day, and IC 7 day. You're not going to do that right now, but after the webinar is over, I want you to go and I want you to set up IC, which is initiate content, and I want you to set up initiate content 1 day, initiate content 3 day, and initiate content 7 day.
Okay.
You know how to do that?
No, I don't, to be honest.
All right, well, let's do it now then. So let's first start off with, we'll do the, let's do the view content one. So let's go ahead and do VC RTG. Well, let's name it Wine Game Strong VC, which stands for View Content, RTG. There you go. And let's go ahead and name the ad set the same exact thing, except we're going to name it 1 day, because that's going to be the first ad set. So just name it 1 day. And then
just like that?
Yep. And then under the ad name, you're just going to do the same thing. Wine Strong. Yep. There you go. 1 day. Boom. Let's hit save to draft. And we're going to actually build out your campaign, your custom audience. So click on ad set. And what I want you to do is go up to that top bar. You see where it says ad manager, dash manager, all the way at the tippity top? Keep going all the way up, 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 all the way up, all the way up. Yep, now go all the way to the right. The last, 4th tab over, or 5th tab over. It says ad manager. Nope.
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry, go ahead.
So right at the tab, so come down right there. Yeah, right click on the tab and hit duplicate.
Right click on the tab?
Yeah, just right click and then hit duplicate. Cool.
Okay.
So this gives us 2 views of the same exact tab. And the reason why I want to do that is I don't want to lose my place on that first tab. But on this second tab, I want to show you how to create that audience that we're going to tap into. So on the far top left, I want you to click where it says Ads Manager. Nice. Here, I want you to go to Assets, and under Assets, it says Audiences. I want you to click on that. Awesome. And then when this thing loads up, I want you to go ahead and click on Create. So right underneath Audiences, it'll say Create a new audience. Create a custom audience.
Custom audience.
Yep. And you want to go to Website Traffic. And here in website traffic, I don't care if you guys are brand new, never had a single click, never had a single add to cart, never had anything. You're going to set these up. You're going to go to view all website visitors, click on that. And here you want to select view content. And you want to click 1 day. So yep, 30 days, change that to 1 day. And then the audience name is just going to be VC 1 day, VC RTG 1 day. Boom, save that, create that audience. Boom. Now you're going to do the same exact thing, the same exact steps, and you're going to do that on
3 day, 7 day.
Correct.
And then do the same thing for add to cart 1 day, 3 day, 7 day, and then same thing with the IC as well.
You got it, my man. And I want you to do all of the VCs right now so that way we can keep on building our tree out. And then we're going to let you do the ATC and the purchases. So go to create audience again.
Custom. Yeah.
Yep, custom audience. And we're just going to replicate the steps again. All visitors, change to view content.
7 day.
3 day.
Oh, yeah, excuse me. 3 day.
Yep. VC, RTG, 3 day is what you're going to name it. Yep. And create that audience. And then you're going to go also create. Yep, done. And then you're going to do it one more time for 7 day. Now, realistically, I want everybody to create all of them. I want you to do 1, 3, 7. I want you to do 14. I want you to do 30. Then I want you to do 60, 90, and 180. So I want you to have 8 custom audiences created. And essentially, once you start developing data, you're going to start running all of these at low budgets, $3. You're going to run all of them because Facebook is not going to spend your money unless you have traffic in these audiences for it to spend the money on. So that's okay that you have them running at $3 and there's nothing spent because Facebook's not going to spend it if there's nothing in that list of audience. See how it says populating? He has not had enough views in order for it to populate. No big deal. Now, if you try to create purchase, because this is a brand spanking new and you have never even had a purchase fire, it's most likely not going to let you create purchase until you get there, right? So until you get to that point where you get a purchase, then it'll let you create the purchase, which you want to do sooner than later. Try to see if it'll let you do it right now. Go to create audience.
Custom.
Yep.
Traffic.
Yep. And then instead of all visitors, you want to try to see if it'll find purchase. So see, it's not even available right now because you haven't had even a view content, let alone an add a cart or a purchase. So there's nothing here for it to relate to on the purchase side, right? So it's not even giving you that option. But that option, type in P purchase. I doubt it's going to be here. No. So page views is the only thing it's going to give you for P right now, which is fine because, again, you haven't had any purchases. But once you get your first purchase, you're going to come in here and you're going to create purchase 180, 180 days. And you're going to name it purchase PCH 180. So purchase PCH. So PCH 180 is going to be the name on the naming convention. Okay? So that's what you want to focus on right now with these 3 since we built them. So let's just hit back or X out of here. Cancel, whichever you want to do. Yep. And let's go back to that other tab because now that we've created these audiences, they're here. So let's pick on add to cart. Again, on a brand new account, until you guys have had a couple of fires, and what I mean by a couple of fires is 25 or better. I would actually like to see it close to 50. Once you've had 50 purchases, then you can switch it from add to cart to purchase. But if you're not using an ad account that's seasoned, that has had at least 50 purchases, you have no business running to purchase. You want to develop your add to cart optimization first, then you want to go to purchase, okay? So $3 on this one. Scroll down. There's going to be some changes here because now we're going to select the custom audience. So see where it says custom audience? You're going to just type in, you're going to pick VC up 1 day. And here, if you had the purchase one set up, you would see where it says exclude. You would exclude purchase 180, right? But you don't have purchase 180 set up yet. So just keep it moving down the list. Leave it on 1865. Leave it on all. Keep it rolling. We're going to go down and we're going to leave the targeting empty. We're not going to touch the targeting. We're going to leave the placement on automatic. Okay? Here on conversion, we want to change the conversion to link clicks because this is going to get us stupid, dumb, cheap traffic, and we're just going to keep on hammering them. Just keep on showing it to them everywhere in instant articles, in the news feed, in the messenger, wherever Facebook can show them the ad, we're going to show it. We want brand recognition. We want to catch them at the right place at the right time when they got the money to buy. Because the fact of the matter is sales is about timing. And sometimes these people may have all the best interest in the world in the product and want to buy it. They just don't have the money. So we want to be able to follow them around and stay in front of them so that when they have the money, it's not out of sight, out of mind. It's in sight, in mind, right? We want to show it to them all the time. Brand recognition, right? We want them to see it. And we want them to think that, wow, these guys are paying for traffic to be everywhere, even though we're paying for the link click, which is costing us pennies on the dollar because we've already spent the initial money to get the click. Okay? So now I want to go to the ad level and I want to add the ad on here. So change the page. Yep. And then just existing post, and let's just select the post.
I can't select anything.
That's cool. You can use the post ID. Did it change the page up top? It did. So just hit Command Shift R. Sometimes either Command Shift R, or if you go up to the identity there in the fan page and you select the other fan page and then come back and select the original or the right fan page, sometimes that triggers it to open up the box where you can select the post. Sometimes it doesn't, where you need the post ID. So let's just go to the post there, change it up. So where it says TK&J apparel up top, just click on it. Let's go to the other fan page just for a second. Yep.
And then go back.
Let it load. Now go back to the other one. Yep. It's not loading for some reason on this one. I don't know why, but let's go to the post ID. So grab the post ID from the notepad. So you're just going to follow this exact same thing that we've done here. You're just going to keep on plugging away. And it's going to eventually, you're just going to see 137 is just going to be completely 3 separate ad sets. Okay. Let's see. Valid probability, post ID. Are you on the right pixel? I mean, not pixel, but the right, go up. Click on, click on the top there where it says TK and J.
This apparel thing?
Yep, click on that. Let's bring it for, I don't know why, for some reason, when you go back to the old one, it's pulling the selected. Yep, go back to the seller door today. Yep, let's go to that, which is freaking weird. I don't know why it would give us this option here. Go down to select post, see if that select post drop down.
Yeah, it's from an old gadget stuff.
I know that. I wanted to see if it was open. Now go back up to the top and change it to TK&J. See, it's not even loading, which is super freaking weird. Go back to the refresh button at the top left. Let's refresh it and see if that pulls it through. This strategy is Doe Sugar. Is the sugar honey iced tea makes dollars, not cents. That's right. Wow, yeah, so let's put that post ID in there again. For some reason, it's not liking it. Go ahead.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, that's okay. It's just Facebook has this stupid freaking glitch, and it happened to Jonathan the other night when we were on here trying to put his post up, and it's Facebook. It's not you. It lets it happen on the other one, but not on this one, which is fine. But you understand what the principle here is. We're just going to go ahead and continue on, and we'll get it to work on this one. You just got to keep playing with it here and just keep on refreshing it. If not, we'll copy, let's see, what's that say? Copy the one from FB recommends.
Actual Facebook again?
Do you mean copy that one? I don't know. Copy, well, no, right there in the red.
It's the same thing.
See underneath that says Facebook recommends. Copy that one in red. You see
this one right here.
Yep.
Try that.
Yeah, try that in that box there and see if it pulls it from that ID.
It does.
See what I'm saying? Facebook is freaking weird, bro. Super fucking weird.
Because I think we have it on the Instagram feed as well. I don't know. Never mind.
Well, it's possible because we have it on all. It's not on.
On everything.
We left it on automatic, right? So we left it on automatic. So Instagram is going to be on there. So let's go ahead and publish this one, and then we're going to create the 3-day and the 7-day the same exact way. You're not going to actually go in and duplicate. You're just going to go in and create. So you're going to create a 3-day and attach the ad to it. Then you're going to create a 7-day and attach an ad to it. Okay? But this is going to be for the retargeting. Now, I want you to have the retargeting set up, right? I want you to have the retargeting set up so that as you're developing clicks and as you're developing add to carts and as you're getting initiate checkouts, they're getting dumped into the right places and they're constantly being retargeted and you're constantly getting visits and views on the page. That's what we want. We want to constantly have, again, 3 to 5 people on our page at any given moment. Okay? Any given moment. We want to have 3 to 5 people on our page whenever we're looking at our Shopify store. Now, in order for that to happen, we're going to have to get anywhere between 600 and 1,000 clicks on our link. Okay? So anywhere between 600 and 1,000 clicks is what it's going to take, unique clicks, in order to get that 3 to 5 visitors where they're constantly on the website at any given moment. Now, that may fluctuate for some of you guys. For some of you guys, you might see 1 to 2. For some of you guys, you might see 6 to 7. Those are just going to be at the peak times, right? So at the peak times, you're going to see that spike, and you'll see that heading high where you get that, right? So that's where you're going to see that, is usually during that peak time. Now, what I wanted to show you guys before we go over the hard rules, and again, we're going over 2 hours, 2.5 hours. We're heading towards the 3-hour mark. What I wanted to go over is what I promised you guys in the beginning. I want to be able to have you guys doing this smartly, not spending money and not blowing through your budgets, right? So in order for that to happen, we need to put some hard rules in place. So open up that notepad again. Now, I'm going to explain this rule, and then after I explain this rule, we're going to show it, okay? After I explain it, we'll show it, and then I'll go into the Q&As, and I'll see if I can answer some of your questions here and make sure that everybody understands this clearly. So before you guys write any questions down, let me explain it first, and then we'll show it, and then we'll go ahead and cover it if there are any questions. Okay, guys? So open up a new page there. Just go to that pencil with the paper on it. Sweet. All right, cool. So we want to set some hard rules. So let's name this hard rules. All right. So first rule is going to be if it spends $1 and there's no add to cart, we're killing it. So $1.
Just put, okay. Excuse
yeah,
me.
just put dash. Yep. $1 spent. $1 spent, no click, kill equals kill. Kill. There you go. Now, rule number 2 is going to be $3 spent.
Sorry. Listening.
So $3 spent, and that is going to be $3 no ATC equals kill.
Just like that.
So this is going to apply on both the scaling, right, and the initial run. So as he's looking right now, so I want you to go, and I want you to go to the ad account real quick, and I want you to click on the ad set level. So here, now that we've created that breakdown, you see how it says column performance? Let's click on column and bring it to add POD1, which is now a preset that we've set up here, right? Boom. Awesome. So now that we're on this preset, what I want you to do is I want you to scroll over and I want you to look at the columns, right? And I want you to look for the link click column. Boom, there it is. So what we're going to do is we're going to sit on this link click column, and I don't care if it's every 30 seconds, you're going to become trigger cha-chi, and you're going to be clicking that damn button like it's going out of style. You're going to be refreshing like crazy because you want to be able to click on this link clicks, right on the word link clicks, and it's going to select and organize your columns so that it takes all of the ones that have had link clicks and brings them up to the top. And then anything that does not have link clicks, it's going to bring down to the bottom. And what I want to do is I want to look at 2 columns side by side. I want to look at my link clicks and I want to look at my unique link click cost, right? I want to see my unique link clicks, and I want to see my unique link click cost. So those are the two columns, not the link clicks, but the unique link clicks. I want to see the unique link clicks and the cost that it's costing me for that unique link click. And I also want to see how much I've spent, right? So what have I totally spent up until right now? Now you can adjust these columns so you can put side by side what you want. So if you click on POD1, click on columns, where it says POD1, yep, and now go back to customize columns. All the way down, yep. Now in here, on the right-hand side, you can actually literally click and drag around and move them the way you want to move them so that they're in that particular spot. So where it says how much you've spent, right, your total amount spent for the day, where it says amount spent, you can put that right next to link clicks, unique link clicks, down the bottom. Boom, right there. Well, I would put it down one more. Get rid of that link clicks, because link clicks is garbage. Get rid of that. Let's get rid of schedule. Let's get rid of ends. We want to see reach. We want to see results. We want to see delivery. We want to see. All right, cool. That's fine. So let's go ahead and we're going to save as preset. Save as preset first. Oh, that's all right. No worries. So you see how now it says, that's okay. So now it says custom because we've customized it, right? We changed it so it shows our amount spent next to the unique click. So let's click on customize again. And let's save it as a preset.
Just right here?
Yep.
What am I naming it?
Just name it POD1 and it'll override it. POD1. Save. Replace.
Yeah, replace.
Yep. So now it's going to replace his old columns structure, right? So now I'm going to see my my amount spent, right? I'm going to see that right next to my my link clicks, right? So actually it changed for some reason because probably we didn't save it at the right time. But you know how to do it now. You can go back and do it after. Not a big deal. We're going to see them side by side, right? We're going to see our amount spent right next to the link clicks, and that's going to give us the ability to be able to make some decisions. Because if it spends $1, right, on our amount spent, if it has spent $1 and it has not produced a click, I'm killing it. I'm literally going to kill it. I got two ad sets that are competing against each other for my dollar spend. If it's produced $1 spend and it has not produced a click, I'm shutting it off and I'm duplicating it. I want it to come back out, and I want it to come back out, and I want Facebook to understand that I'm going to sit here and I'm going to hit that refresh button and I'm going to wait for it to produce a click. And I'm willing to do this all goddamn day if it takes it. I will sit here all day and refresh and refresh and refresh and refresh and wait for it to spend $1 in order to produce a click. And if it doesn't, I'm going to kill it until it does. Does everybody understand that? With no emotion whatsoever, literally no emotion. I'm going to go in and I'm going to kill it. Go down the bottom left, click Save as Preset, POD1, apply, and then replace.
POD1, there we go. There we go, amount spent, clicks, yeah.
So you're going to literally have at the bat of an eye, you're going to be able to see how much you're spending, and you're going to be able to know right away, if it has not produced $1, you're not willing to pay $1.01, you're not willing to pay $1.02. At the end of the day, you want to pay $1 or less for a click. If it's not producing it, you're going to kill it. And you're going to shut it down, and you're going to rerun another one until it gives you the result you're looking for. So when you decide it's just a bad design, it's killing the duplicate all day. I will sit here all day if I'm forcing it, Keelan. If I'm forcing it and I know it's going to be a winner and I know I got the right targeting, I'm going to force it. I will. I'll force it. I'll just sit here all day and play that damn dollar game, and I'll spend the money I'm going to spend, $10. I'm going to spend it all day until I get the $1 click. Once I get the $1 click, I'm going to let it go to the next level, which is my unique add to cart. I want to make sure that my cost to get it to add to cart is not going to cost me more than $3. So grab that bar and drag it over to the right some more, and let's bring it over to add to cart. And the next thing I want to see is I want to see the add to cart at $3. See where it says website add to cart, and then it's going to show me my cost per website add to cart. I have those 4 columns by side for a reason, because those 4 columns are what's going to allow me to be able to control my spend and not let Facebook literally take off and start spending stupid money without my control. So those hard rules are what's going to set your ad sets apart and what's going to allow you to be able to control your spend and allow the traffic to flow through your store and hopefully allow you to be able to get them to go through your funnel. If they're not going through your funnel, it's not the traffic, it's the funnel. You need to go back and figure out why. Where are they getting hung up? There are a ton of tools out there you can use. There's Mouseflow. There's also Lucky Orange. What Lucky Orange does and what Mouseflow does is it shows you your customer interaction. It literally shows you what your customers are doing. Hotjar is another one. It shows you what your customers are doing on your website. What are they clicking on? What are they reading? Where's their mouse pointing? Usually wherever their mouse points is what they're reading, just like we do with our fingers when we read a book. Most people do it with their mouse. When they're reading, they use the cursor and they use the mouse to read. So you're going to learn your customers' behavior by watching them, okay? By watching them. That is an extremely important thing. Before you go trying to kill a design, you need to invest some time because you've already invested some money. So let's invest some time and let's see if it's something that we're doing or not doing that's causing the customer to not buy, okay? Utilizing one of those tools. There's plenty of them out there. As you can see, SmartLook is another one. It's free. There you go. It's a free one, right? So install the apps, use them to spy on your customers and see where it is they're getting hung up. Now, this is on the ad set level. So on the ad set level, you are literally going to let it spend $1. And if it spends $1 and it doesn't produce the result you're looking for it to produce, you're going to shut it down. You're not going to have any emotion whatsoever. You're literally going to shut it down. You're going to go back to the other ad set and you're going to duplicate it because it hasn't spent $1 yet. So you're going to duplicate the other ad set and let the other ad set come out with 3 new ads right into the auction. And let's see if this one can come out, spend $1, and get us a click. If it hasn't, then you need to do the same damn thing again. You put $10 on the line, that means you're willing to do it at least 10 times. Because if you're willing to spend $10 to test, then you're willing to do what I'm telling you to do at least 10 times to get a click. And if you get a click on 10, the first 2 shots, then you saved yourself 8, right? So now you got $8 that you can let it ride on an add to cart 3 times or 2 times, right? So you got some testing to do, and it's going to take you a little bit of effort, a little bit of time. But here's the thing. Let's just say, right? Let's just say that ad set 1 is our winner, right? Ad set 1 is our winner. And we click on ad set 1 because it's produced the $3 add to cart. We click on it. On the ad level, there are going to be some determining factors that are going to happen here. Because remember, right now we have 3 ad sets that we have right here. There's only going to be 1 ad set that's going to be the winner. So out of 3, only 1 is going to be the winner. You're going to need to determine that because you're going to see the results are going to be clear as day. One of them aren't going to do anything at all. There's not going to be any impressions, no reach. There's not going to be any activity. It's not even going to spend any money, right? The other one you're going to notice is okay. It's going to have some reach. It's going to have some impressions. And at the end of the day, it's going to have some results, right? It's going to have some add to carts. It may not be the right winner because it's not producing the add to cart in $3. So you're going to kill it and only be left with 1 ad set with 1 ad. Now that you have that winning 1 ad set with 1 ad, you're going to take that thing and you're going to scale it. You're going to take it, you're going to copy, or you're going to click it and you're going to duplicate that winning ad set. On the ad level, you're going to delete the other 2 ads that are no good. So you're only going to have 2 winning ad sets. I'm sorry, 1 winning ad set with 1 winning ad. The other 2 ads, you're going to literally click on the box and delete them. So the only thing you're pulling into a new campaign is going to be the winning ad set and the winning ad. That is it. You're not pulling the 2 losers, just the winning ad and the winning ad set. That's it. The other 2 are getting shut off and they're getting killed. You're literally going to delete them. Now when you bring those 2, the winning ad set and the winning ad, when you bring those into a new campaign and it goes active, you're going to duplicate that campaign at a $7 budget. Now the number's either going to be 7, 14, or 21. Those are the magic numbers. And don't ask me why. They're just the magic numbers. We've tested every other variation, 25, we've tested 50, we've tested 300. We've tested every other variation, and those are the only ones that work because we are going to stretch this sideways. And we're going to go out there and we're going to put the same money that we're willing to put up on one ad set, but we're going to put it on 10 or 20. So we're going to take that winner and we're literally going to duplicate it 10 or 20 times, depending on your budget. If you want to duplicate it 10 times, that's $7. That's going to be $70. You're going to use the same rule where you let it spend $1, and if it doesn't produce a click, you kill it. Out of 10, you'll probably get 2 or 3 that'll be good. The other 7, they're going to spend $1 and not produce shit. But you're not going to let them spend the whole $7 because you're smarter than that, and because you've been listening to Jeremy and Chris, and we've told you that $1 is the max. If it spends $1 and it doesn't produce a click, you're just going to literally click on the blue button on the ad set level and shut it down. Okay? Now you're going to let it go for 3. If it goes for 3 because it produced a click, let it go for $3. And if it hasn't produced an add to cart, boom, blue button it, kill it, shut it down. Let it keep on moving on the other ones until you hit that $1 for 3, and then bang, a sales popped. Once a sales popped, oh boy, does this get exciting, because now we're going to keep on scaling this bad boy every time it pops a sale. One sale at $1 spend, $3 add to cart, and you're getting a sale, duplicate that thing 20 times. And you get another sale in another hour, duplicate that another 20 times. And this is going to start to take off in a way that you could never dream possible, because you're going to have 100, 140, 200 ad sets that are going to be flying at only spending $1 or $3, and that are going to keep popping off sales, and that you're going to keep on duplicating. And every time you duplicate it, you're going to raise your budget. From $7, it pops off a sale at $7, boom, duplicated at $14 10 times. Then it pops off another sale at $14, duplicated at $21 10 times. And keep an eye like a hawk for that dollar spend. If at $1 you're not getting a click, shut it down. And let it go to 3 if it does get a click. And at 3, if it doesn't get an ATC, shut it down. Don't even think about it. Just shut it down, because you got so many ad sets working for you that you're literally mining for gold. You just want to literally sit here and mine for gold. You're going to control Facebook. Facebook's not going to control you. You're going to control the bleeding. You're going to control the spending. If it spends more than you wanted it to, shame on you. You let it happen. No one else did. Did you catch everything I just said, Trev?
Yes, I did. This is amazing.
Sick. This is how you're going to take this damn t-shirt. And we're talking about one t-shirt, one design, one. And look, one design, we've taken this thing in one ad account. We haven't added any other designs. We don't want to add any other designs. We don't need to add any other designs. If we want to add anything, let's just add more targeting. Let's keep the same design and go after more people. Why do we want to change the design, right? There's no sense in changing it. That's what I'm telling you guys. We can force a winner out of anything. I don't give a shit if it's a poop emoji. I will force a winner out of it. I will find the right interest for that poop, and I will sell the shit out of that shit. I got a chuckle out of Trevor. All right, Trevor, man, listen. I thank you so much for helping me and for sharing your ad account. I want you to keep on building this thing out, because you got to do the VC and attach the ads to it. You also got to create ITC and ATC, right?
I will. And to verify, those are all just like new campaigns, right?
Yes. So you're going to create a new campaign that's going to say ATC, and then you're going to create a new campaign that's going to say IC, and then you're going to attach the AT. So you got that one already approved. So now you're going to go create another one. Don't duplicate it. Create. So you're going to.
That's creating an ad set, right?
Yeah. Then you're going to have to create an ad to go with that ad set. So you're going to click on the green button that says create, and you're going to create VCRTG 3-day. And then you're going to go in and you're going to create an ad for VC RTG 3-day and let that get approved. And then you're going to go back and get the 7-day one approved. Okay?
Absolutely.
So you just kept refreshing until the damn thing showed up, right?
No, I didn't hit refresh at all.
So you were able to just get it to come up by using that red thing on the second one? Oh, you didn't do the second one yet. All right.
So I'll do those.
Cool. And then after you do the 3-day and the 7-day, that's all in one campaign. Remember, you only had one campaign created that said Wine Game Strong VC RTG. Then you went,
Correct.
the next one's going to say, your next campaign is going to say Wine Strong ATC RTG. And when you open that campaign, you're going to create 3 ad sets inside that campaign. 1 day,
There we go.
3 day, 7 day.
So yeah, that's basically 3 ad sets, 1 ad.
Correct. 3 ad sets to the same. Yeah, they're all pointing to the same ad. Correct.
Yeah, very clear. Thank you.
Perfect. So here's what I'm going to do, guys. Jonathan, are you still here, brother? Jonathan, are you still here? Can we do a little show and tell, Jonathan? I don't know if Jonathan's still here, but I'd like to be able to have Jonathan show his ad account real quick because he and I have been playing around with this whole duplicating 20 time thing, and he's got a really good handle of what's going on with this duplication, and I'd like to show you guys real time if he's here. So let me see if he's still a panelist in here. He might have bounced. I know he's got 3 kids and he's a fireman. No, he actually is still on. I don't know if he's actually listening, so let me see if I can get his attention real quick. Jonathan. Hold on 1 second from you, all right, Trev?
Yeah, no problem.
You can continue doing what you're doing over there. I'm just going to keep on listening. Where's Jonathan at? Boom, up top. Can I set automatic rules on my ad manager for killing ads? No, I don't want you to set I don't want you to set automatic rules. And if you don't want to listen to me, then you go right ahead and set them. But I want you to learn how to do this yourself. There's way too much on the line for you to set it all up and have Facebook do it. And I honestly wouldn't allow the trust factor there anyways. Facebook hasn't given me any reason to trust them to this point with my money. So I definitely don't want to trust them with a rule. Okay? Once you get pixel fires on sales and ATC campaigns, kill the campaign once you realize it's doing well and switch to purchase campaign. No, you never want to kill the campaign. Remember, your ad rules are always going to be applicable, right? This is what's going to prevent, guys, when you're watching Facebook like this and you're monitoring Facebook like this, you're basically doing something extremely crucial to your ads manager, your business manager. What it's doing is basically telling Facebook that you're not going to be messed with. That you're going to sit here, you're going to monitor your account, and no matter who's watching you from Facebook, they know that you have rules, that you have not set up automatic rules. You are watching it like a hawk. You're not going to let Facebook take advantage of you. You're going to let Facebook give you the audience you want and at the price you want to pay. And if not, you're just going to keep on killing and duplicating and screwing with their algorithm till they give you what you want to pay for. That's exactly what's happening here. So all you're going to do is simply just literally let it go to $1. If it goes to $1 and it doesn't produce a click, kill it. There shouldn't even be a thought. You shouldn't say, maybe this looks okay. I should think. No. If it spends $1 and it doesn't produce a click, I don't care if you got a sale. It's impossible to get a sale without a click. So kill it. Right? So don't create that. So Sean, like I said, keep it on ATC until you got 50 sales. And when you get 50 sales, you're just going to create a new campaign with a new conversion window on a new optimization of purchase, and you're going to keep the ATC one rolling. You're going to keep that thing smoking, keep it cooking. You don't optimize for VC ever. We're optimizing at the lowest point, add to cart. Let me read what he wrote. So we duplicate the campaign 10 times, $7 each for a total of $70. Whichever campaign sale, we duplicate that ad set at minimum $14 10 times. Oh, correct. Yes. While, of course, shutting down the campaign. No, never shut down the campaign. Ever, 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 ever. If it's producing results, you never want to shut it down, ever. You just want to duplicate it. Never shut it down. That's what I'm telling Sean right now. So never, ever, ever shut it down. Always keep that money maker making you money and keep on duplicating until it's done. Just keep on duplicating. See, this is what's going to prevent you guys from having days with sales and days with no sales, because you're always going to have, as I said in the beginning of this webinar, days where you lose money or days where you don't make money or days where you break even, right? And that's because the ad sets didn't perform the way you wanted them to. This is going to prevent that from happening a lot more often than not, right? It's going to prevent it from happening because you're controlling the spend. You're telling Facebook, I'm not going to let you give me traffic that's shit. I'm not going to let you give me bot traffic. I'm not going to let you give me porn traffic. I'm not going to let you give me anything other than what I'm willing to pay for. And that's the maximum $1 a click and the maximum $3 on an ATC. My boy Jonathan, I hope he's here because I want him to show his ad account, and I want you guys to see the reality of how this thing breaks out and how much the traffic is going to cost you. Yeah, buddy, he's here. So let's do this. I'm going to go ahead and just stop sharing your screen for me, Trevor. Thank you again. Everybody, thank my boy Trevor for sharing and being so caring and helping everybody learn from his, mistakes. And obviously you've learned a shit ton today, right, bro?
A ton every day. Thank you.
Sick, man. I want you to go out there and I want you to blast Facebook with your post now that you got the time to do it. I want you to blast it out there and tell these motherfuckers in this world what you learned tonight. Because I know it's definitely. I will. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to promote Jonathan to panelist, and I'm just going to have you stop sharing your screen. So on that green box somewhere, it should say stop sharing.
I don't see any stop sharing.
Let's just change your role. Boom. All right, cool. My bad, I cut you off, bro. Well, thank you anyways. Thank you for helping. Thank you for sharing. So, Jonathan, you should now see your ability to share screen. You're welcome, brother. Is Wendy going to show results of these ads? Be Rich? Yeah, absolutely. We're going to show results of these ads. And hopefully he'll have some great results to show, but it don't matter because my boy Jonathan's going to show some results right now. Some of these are good, some of these are not, but it's part of learning, right? I'll tell you one thing. Jonathan, you got access to the mic, right, brother?
What up?
What up, my bro? How's it going?
What's up?
Dude, I love it, man. I love watching your videos. So Jonathan's one of the guys that send me videos on a regular basis. He's like, hey, Jeremy, every 3 hours, right? Like clockwork. I mean, it's insane. And I love it because going back to day one, right? Going back to day one, Jonathan was, kind of just getting started like my boy Trevor, which was what, about a week ago? Maybe a week and a half? Right? About a week and a half, maybe, let's say, give or take?
About a week.
Okay, cool. So
yeah, about a week.
About just getting started out, right? Just kind of like in a similar situation, maybe had a little bit more knowledge on Facebook, but at the end of the day, still starting out a new ad account, still building out, something new here where, he wasn't doing POD and now he is. And look at my boy duplicating 20 times. And look at these things, man. We getting some impressions, we getting some reach. Most importantly, man, we getting some stupid, dumb low traffic. And I love the excitement in my boy's voice when I hear him like, hey, man, you got to check this out, man. I'm getting some cheap-ass clicks. And it's so cool because now his videos come with, his videos he sends me come with intros. And he's sending me music videos. So I love it. I love it, love it, love it. My boy's growing and learning. But let me ask you seriously, though, Jonathan, can you honestly see, like, the growth, the maturity in you being able to look at an ad set today versus you looking at it a week ago?
Oh, definitely. Definitely, without a shadow of a doubt.
You can see how you're developing that gut instinct where even now when you're sitting there telling me like, hey, Jeremy, this doesn't really look good. I don't really like this. I'm killing this one. I'm the kill man. I'm just killing. And he's got a little song that he's got a little song that he sings to me when he's killing his ads. But now he's at a point where it's automatic. It's like not even think about it, man. It's just like, hey, I know it. I'm duplicating this one 20 times because I got a sale and I'm going to watch these like a hawk. So I want you to click on that And a Woman Alive 20 dupe. And I want to go into that here because I've seen you duplicated this now 4 times, right? So I want to see the 3, the one that you have live up top because these are not delivering. So let's take a look at this one up here. And let's see if we can make some decisions on the ad set level, right?
Yeah, I got it sync to 1 right now.
Oh, man. See, my boy's learning. Oh, yeah. So he's got this thing down to 1, right? And he's literally at a point right now where he's looking at the same thing, right? Look, he's got 7 link clicks. Look at his cost per link click. 73 cents. 73 freaking cents. Look at the cost on his add to carts. He duplicated it 20 times. He's allowed it to go $1. No click, kills it. Then he allows it to go $3. No add to cart, boom, killed it. So out of 20 duplicates, he's down to 1. But check out what this one has done. This one's produced an add to cart at $1.71. I don't care that it doesn't have any initiate checkouts. I don't care that it doesn't have any sales right now because this thing is doing exactly what I want it to do. I want this thing to take and build my retargeting campaign. I want to see my retargeting campaign take these numbers and make them look even crazier because we're going to see clicks on the retargeting side at 16 cents, 18 cents, 25 cents, 31 cents, right, Jonathan?
Yes, sir.
We're going to see some stupid, dumb, low traffic, and that traffic is going to convert. Because remember, guys, Sales is about timing. Sales is about timing. Sometimes we got that, that impatient, that impulsive buyer that's going to go beg from Peter to, steal from Peter to pay Paul. They're going to go borrow against their rent money to go buy your t-shirt because they just got to have it. But there are most customers that are calculated buyers, right? They're going to be able to spend their money on a budget. They know they're getting paid on Friday, and Friday's money's already spent. But they really like this shirt, and they really want to buy it. So if we keep on and we keep on and we keep on retargeting them, eventually when the money is there, they are going to buy. And yes, if you look at what it spends us all time to produce that sale, it's okay. When we're spending 73 cents for a click and we got to show it to them 7-10 times, it's okay. We're going to pay $6 or $7 to get that buyer at the end of the day. But I'll tell you what, I would still rather pay $6 or $7 to get a buyer than 12 or 15. Right, Jonathan?
Yes, sir.
Any day of the week. So all he's doing here is nothing special. We're literally just waiting and waiting and being patient and letting this thing spend. What's your budget on these?
$7.
There you go. So $7. The minute this thing pops off a sale, he's literally going to click on it and he's going to duplicate it another 20 times in a new campaign. He's just going to click on duplicate, new campaign, boom. He's going to let that thing go live, and as soon as it goes live, he's going to duplicate it 20 more times and wait for that thing to blow up like my boy Phil says, like he's sitting at a gas station. The only thing is, my boy's a firefighter. So that fire ain't going to last long because he's a firefighter. He knows. He's got his fire extinguisher with him. He's good to go. He's ready to put that fire out, right? So some fires you let burn, baby, and this is one of them fires that you're just going to let burn. You're just going to keep on. If your cost is this low, you're just going to keep on letting this thing cook. Let this thing cook, man. Remember, the name of the game is, yes, we want to produce sales, but there has to be a method to the madness. We can't just go out there like Wild Wild West and just start gunslinging and just throwing up ads. And I seen some guy the other day who showed me his ad account, and he was like, man, I'm just stubborn. I'm going to let this thing produce a sale. And then I looked and I was like, dude, you just paid $43 for a sale. That's crazy. I mean, how does that make sense? Just to prove yourself that you can do a sale? Okay. Well, you want to pretty much, get me excited. Do it on purpose this time, because that happened on complete accident. You know what I'm saying? That happened by accident. My boy is doing it on purpose. Okay. And he's only focusing on one product. Ain't a woman alive. That's it. He ain't focusing on nothing more than this one freaking product. That's it. He don't need to focus on nothing else, because until he masters this and until he's able to do this without having to send me videos for, to be able to boost up his confidence, he's not going to need to go to another product, because he's going to want to know everything he has to know about this one before he goes and creates another one. And when he's ready to create another one, he's going to do that in a whole nother ad account, and he's going to go create something completely new and let this thing continue to build off a life of its own. Because all he's going to do is, if he wants to scale it, let's just scale it to more audiences. Let's find a new audience to scale this thing to. Let's go scale it to more targets, right? Let's go target another group or another interest in places, or let's go look at another magazine, group of magazines, or let's go after movies like Bad Moms or Bad Moms Christmas, or any of these movies that have to do with chick flicks. Let's go look at them, because we know we can get all those women in here, right? Because most women watch those movies. Yeah, do some guys watch them? Of course. But when we're targeting just to women, we're only going to get the women. So pretty badass, Jonathan. Thank you for sharing this with me. I wanted them to see the visual aid and not just hear it. I wanted them to see exactly how you do this. Back on the campaign level, are there any campaigns here that you're ready to scale out to 20 yet, or are you still waiting on some of these to pop off?
I want to wait for a sale on this one. I really do.
Let's wait.
So I'm here. Yeah, I'm gonna wait for a sale.
But
see what happens.
Look, I want to explain something, because I hear people say, let's let this thing ride and see if it can get a sale. That's the most moronic thing I've ever heard, when you're letting an ad set ride to get a sale when you're paying $5 for a link click, or when you're paying $5 for a freaking add to cart, and you're just like, I think it's a good idea to just let it ride. I don't think it's a good idea at all. I think it's a good idea to let something ride that you're paying cheap money for, and you're investing money into an asset. I think that's smart. like my boy just said, I'm going to let this ride out till it gets me a sale because you know what? I'm really not spending a whole lot of money. I mean, at the end of the day, you know, the campaign as a whole is producing $1.20, but on the individual ad set level, it's only producing 90 cents for my click. I think that's pretty sick. I'm going to keep on paying 90 cents a click because I know if I get them to the site, it's only a matter of time before those 8 add to carts turn into 2 purchases, right? And it all evens out. So that's exactly what's going to happen if you keep on running. So just keep on running here, and can't wait to see the results on this. But look, now you can see something that wasn't happening before, right? Look at your VC. Look at your VC. Your VC campaigns are now starting to go. Before, those things were blanks. They weren't shooting anything because there was nothing being fed to them for them to spend, like the IC. See, the initiate checkout is not firing anything. It's not spending any money because there's not enough in that particular bucket for it to spend money on. But look at ATC starting to build out. ATC starting to build out. It's only a matter of time before those numbers move to the right. And that's all we want to see. We want to see those numbers start filling in to the right. And believe me when I tell you, that's going to happen stupid dumb fast. Stupid dumb fast. You never, ever, ever touch your retargeting campaigns. You don't touch them. You set them and forget them because remember, those budgets are so stupid low that you're not going to be affected by any of that spend at all. So just leave those alone and just consider that an investment that's going to be a very smart investment down the line. Once these things start popping off, it's going to be an extremely smart investment in a month or so. When he comes back and he looks at this data as a whole, he's going to see that his best performing ad sets are going to be his VC, his ATC, and his ICs because those are the retargetings. Those are going to be his most performing and his best performings that are going to produce literally 10 ROAS, 12 ROAS, 15 ROAS. That's what we want to see with these retargeting. But we got to feed them. That's why I say this is a data game. We got to feed them. We got to be willing to spend a little bit of money up front to feed it and to get the data into these retargeting campaigns so that these retargeting campaigns can start spinning off some traffic for us. Thank you, Jonathan, brother. I appreciate your help, my man.
Yes, sir. You're welcome.
Yeah, make sure you keep on sending me them videos. I love it. My wife listens to them in bed with me in the morning when I wake up, and at night she listens to them. This morning was the best when you sent me that video. I was dying. I was rolling. I sent it to Chris too. That shit was awesome. But that was something pretty cool too that we talked about in the video. You got to see a 20-minute breakdown, right? Because you took the initiative to send that video. You know, Chris did a 20-minute breakdown for you and literally went through the entire funnel for you, right?
Yep. Did
you learn anything from that?
I did.
Amazing, right?
Yeah.
All because you sent a video. Didn't cost you nothing to do it, right? You didn't cost any money for you to send us a video. We watched it, and then we came back with some constructive criticism and ways that you can increase your traffic, which is going to increase your total output, your total production, right? It's going to get you more add to carts, more ICs. The more ICs, the more sales. It's just a numbers game here, guys. So thank you, Jonathan. I appreciate you, brother.
You're welcome, sir.
All right. Let me answer some of these questions. We've been going for 3 hours, which is like, we promise 2-hour webinars, and not that we have to even do the webinars, because at the end of the day, what we're really promising to Productless Genie is we're promising that we're going to produce 1 design per day, which we've more than done. We over-delivered on that for the month of July. And we just promised that we're going to continue to do that 1 design per day as long as anybody and everybody who's promoting them are getting results from them, right? So these webinars are just extra. These are add-ons to what we've promised. But we've literally produced, I don't even think we've produced 1 webinar at 2 hours. I think every single webinar we've done since the beginning has been 3 hours or better. Okay? So we come with fire. We bring in guys, the latest content. I know that it's hard sometimes to unblock yourself and, get away from all these groups and just literally just unplug. I know that's hard, but I'm going to tell you something. And I promise you, you are not going to succeed if you're trying to listen to 2 or 3 or 4 different masters. Not going to happen. It's never going to happen. You can't serve more than one God. It's not going to happen, right? You can't sit there and listen to what I'm telling you and be biased to it when you're listening to what John Mack is saying, you're listening to what Adrian Morrison's saying, you're listening to what freaking Tom, Dick, and Harry is saying. It's going to be hard for you to be able to follow one system. But if you can just unplug, literally just unplug, go into those groups and take yourself out of them, you can go back to them later if you want. But for right now, If you're planning on being here in these webinars and you're planning on seeing success from what we're telling you and what we're teaching you, then you really need to unplug from all these other groups and you need to follow what we're telling you to the letter. Because if you're not doing 100% of what we're teaching, you're not going to get 100% of the result that we're promising. You need to be able to do what we're teaching you fully in order to be able to execute and get the result. So I want you guys to, promise yourselves, not me, because at the end of the day, I'm going to be here to serve those who are showing up. And if you're showing up and getting results, then obviously it's because you're following directions and you're doing what we're telling you to. If you're not getting results, look in the mirror and blame that person. Because I've seen plenty of people say, oh my God, Jeremy, I'm here. I'm giving 110%. I'm doing everything you say. And I'm like, okay, great. Let's take a look at your ad account. And I look at their ad account and I'm like, hey, you know what a cyber slap is? Picture Nickelodeon literally coming through the television and slapping you a couple dozen times in the forehead. That's what a cyber slap is. And I'm about to go whoop ass on you and give you some cyber slaps because you ain't doing 100% of what I say. And it's clear because I can see it in your ad account. And it happens more often than not where people confuse themselves with what we say and what they do, right? So if you want to see the result, just do exactly what we're telling you to do and you'll see result. Muscle memory starts off by kicking in after 2 or 3 weeks. Yeah, you're right. And that has to do with anything, whether you're trying to stop smoking, whether you're trying to stop losing weight, or whether you're trying to stop snoring, whatever it is, right? A habit is formed in 21 days. That's what they say. A habit is formed in 21 days. So if you want to create a new habit, let's open up a freaking calendar and let's go prison style. Let's put a check mark on every day that we perform a good habit. And if we continue to perform that habit for 21 days, we've now developed muscle memory. So just like I've instilled in Jonathan to send me videos every 3 hours, he's on day 7 or day 10 on this thing. If he keeps on doing this, he's going to literally develop a habit. And that habit is instilled in himself. He's creating muscle memory of what to look for, what to kill, what to keep, what to scale. He's creating that intentionally. He's creating that muscle memory. So all you need to do is follow in his steps. Just do the exact same thing. Send me a video every 3 hours. I'm going to look at it and critique it, and I'm going to send you back some results of what I think you should do. Not that hard. And if you like, I can put you on a hot seat, just like I've done with him, just like I've done with Trevor, just like I've done with Bob, just like we've done with Alex. We'll put you on a hot seat, and we'll let you go up and put up your ads, and we'll help you, and we'll walk you through the process. Jonathan sitting in a gas station is all right, cool. Jonathan, thanks for keeping up the good work. Has that shirt made any sales before? Just made a sale campaign? No, Nelson, that shirt's definitely, if you see he's duped it 3 times, 4 times, 2 times, that's popping off sales every time he's duplicating it. He's not just duplicating it because he's getting results on the cheap clicks. He's duplicating it 2, 3, 4 times because this thing's popping off sales, and that's why he's duplicating it. Should I kill or dupe retargeting? No, we've already answered that. Do you have suggestions on what to do if Facebook blocked you for creating a new ad account? I've actually never seen that, ever. You must be like Jeremy DeBarros' twin cousin or brother, because I'm telling you, my ad accounts get shut down for the dumbest shit. So, maybe we're related. They deactivated one of my ads, so now I'm blocked and creating more. Okay, so you need to go ahead and you need to create a new profile, bro. If that's happened to you, you need to create a brand new profile because you tapped out the maximum number of business managers you can have are 2. So if you have 2 business managers and both business managers are preventing you from opening up a new ad account, then you need to create a new profile. When you duplicate a winning ad set into a new campaign and duplicate it 10 times, do you duplicate just the ad set or the entire campaign and duplicate? So on this level, we're duplicating it on the campaign level. We're duplicating it 1 time. Then we're going in and we're duplicating the ad set 20 times. So we're going in and duplicating the ad set 20 times, not the campaign, the ad set. All right, let's see. Funnel down, funnel down, funnel down till you see a winner. That's it, Joseph. That's it, man. Just keep on knocking them down, knocking them down, knocking them down till you find your winner. Once you find your winner, this is called force feeding. We're force feeding Facebook to give us that winner. We are going to make it a freaking glutton. I will make this ad account a glutton on data. I will keep on feeding it data and feeding it data and feeding it data until this thing pops off a sale. And I'm going to make sure that I control the spend so that I'm not paying crazy amounts of money for data. Like most people teach, let it spend $25. Why in God's name would you let it spend $25 if it's not producing the result you want? Control it. All right? All right. Do you think, do you have links to the design package? David, we dropped that link in here. Like, I can't tell you how many times. Frank the Tank or someone else, please drop that link in here again from my boy David. All right, listen, you giving so much, Jeremy. Thank you for all you do. Evan, you're welcome, man. So as I expected, God of POD Jeremy is forcing sales, very cheap ad spend. Cammy, man, thank you. I want to see you getting some results, man. I want to see you getting some results so you could be a cheerleader for real and stop putting up some serious freaking numbers and showing the results on your end, brother. Let's see. Ask yourself, who has the best interest in heart? C&J make money when we make money. Yeah, you're right, Keelan. You're right. Other gurus make money by you buying whatever the hell they're selling. Yeah, you're absolutely right. You know, do we sell stuff? Yeah, we sell stuff, of course. They're resources. They're tools for you guys to make more money. We don't sell coaching programs. We did. We used to. But I don't want to be a babysitter. I don't want to hold you accountable because you're spending money. I want to hold you accountable because you're taking action. That's why I want to hold you accountable. Like my boy Jonathan's taking action. He's taking steps to prove to me that he actually wants to be held accountable. He's sending me videos every 3 hours. I have no other option but to reciprocate because he's showing effort. So yeah, you're right. We don't charge you money to show you action, you know, to help you take action. We just help you take action on these webinars. And this is amazing because if you think about it, if you're getting this stuff for free, what do you think you get when you pay? Right? You got to take yourself to that at some point and ask yourself that question. If you think this is amazing and the content you guys are getting here is changing your life and getting you sales and making shit happen, what do you think is going to happen when we actually get on a Super Saturday and you pay to play? What do you think is going to happen then? I'm going to tell you what's going to happen. That 8 hours is going to turn into 10 or 12. And that 10 or 12 hours is going to be mind freaking blowing. You're literally going to walk away from that thing like meltdown, like information overload. It's going to be like drinking out of a freaking fire hose. That's what it's going to be like. Okay. Can we get a picture of how to set up the columns on? Yes, Jason, I posted that in the fan pages. In the groups. I'm going to post them again. So I'll post them again, and I'll post them in all 3 groups. So I'll post them in Product List Genie, I'll post it in A1 Pod, and I'm also going to post it in Super Saturday. So I'm going to make it a habit anytime I post, and I'm going to give you guys my commitment on this. Anytime I post, it's going to take me a little bit more time, but I'm going to commit to you guys to posting across the board. So I'll post it in A1 Pod, I'll post it in Product List Genie, and I'll post it in Super Saturday group. So some of you guys might get 3 notifications. I apologize ahead of time, but I'm going to do it so that I make it fair for everybody, and everybody in every group will have access to the content. Unless it's just specifically related to Super Saturday, which in that case, I will only post in the Super Saturday group. And I will honestly tell you, and I don't think I should have to, but I will tell you, anything that gets posted in the Super Saturday group is specifically meant for Super Saturday people only. So do not take and repost any of the content or anything that's being posted in there. If I see you posting what we're posting in Super Saturday in other groups, I promise you, you will be kicked out and you will not be refunded, because I'm giving you that example now, and I'm telling you now that whatever's in Super Saturday needs to stay in Super Saturday. All right? Question about the MEX, that's a different topic. Do you need Facebook Pixel on the theme? No, so I'll answer that. Just in the theme. Jonathan, do me a favor. Can you go into Shopify real quick and click on Online Store? The only place you need to see the pixel is here. Click on Customize. And here in Customize, you're going to see in the General section, right here in the pixels, you see how he has them all separated by a comma? You can have as many pixels as you want to have in here. So he's already seeding another ad account. He's already got another ad account that he's got another pixel on that he's seeding with another winner, another product he's testing, right? So that's fantastic. We just want to keep on getting traffic. We want to get to 600 to 1,000 quality visitors that we're paying cheap money for. That's the goal, okay? So he's got this thing set up with multiple pixels, but you can set it up in here. Just drop your pixel in here and only in here. You don't need to put it anywhere else, just in here, okay? Where do we send video to you? Facebook Messenger or somewhere else? Somewhere else, I want them on Skype. I'm never in Facebook unless I'm doing a post, but other than that, I'm not in Facebook. So if you want to message me on Skype, okay? I wrote you last week on Skype about PayPal, still waiting for your reply. Well, Witchley, I don't even know if I have you on Skype. Witchley, can you do me a favor and ping me on Skype right now? Because anytime I see a message on Skype, I answer it. So if you sent me a message and I didn't, then most likely I was on a call and I probably clicked on you and wanted to get back and got out of your call out of your message, which obviously got rid of the notification. So if that's the case, send me a message right now so I see the notification. Now, I don't see you on here yet, so I don't know if you got the right person. It's All Corporate, ALLCORPORATE, All Corporate. That is my Skype. There you go. Do you guys do live events? So Keelan, yeah, we're actually planning a live event this year. We did one last year in Tampa. So we're probably going to do another one this year. We'd like to be able to roll out 2019 with actually a calendar where we have, our Super Saturdays mapped out for the year. And we also have our live events, and we'd like to be able to do 2 to 4 events a year. Obviously, that's going to be participation, dependent, of course. But we'd like to roll out 2 to 4 events a year. Excuse me. Jeremy, what version of the theme are we on now? 2.5, Lynn, 2.5. So 2.5, and it comes with this Super Saturday. So if you get Super Saturday, you'll have access to 2.5 and to the Design Suite Pro, which you should already have, Lynn Wynn. I get value every time I log on to these webinars. Even though I came on late, still work in Cali, I hang in there and wait for the replays back to back. And the first time I listen and follow, second time I take notes, third time I implement. Boom, results. There we go, Erica. That's what I'm talking about. So she's got a method to the madness. There you go. So the first time she listens, the second time she takes notes, and the third time she implements. Boom, she sees it 3 times, and it's definitely 100% no reason to see it again. Jeremy, I answered that one. Max, good to go. Jeremy, I still don't see the link for the design package. So can someone drop that link in here for the design package? I know it's way the hell up here. See if I can pull it from Frankie's comment up here. I'll give it to you right now, David. Frank's on the road right now. I know he's not here to drop it again, but let me get it for you right here. Wait up. Design pack. Here we go. Copy link. Boom. There you go. So there's the design pack. Nope, Idle, that's actually for Design Suite Pro. That's completely different. That's only for Super Saturday people. That's totally different. So this is just the design pack there. Where will it be? I need to plan it. Orlando. It will definitely be here in Orlando. It'll be right here in Orlando somewhere and in my backyard, probably either at the convention center or we can do it right here near the airport at one of the hotels so that there's not a whole lot of traveling needed. But the cool thing is we definitely have transportation on complete lockdown. So we'll be able to get that taken care of for you, whether you guys need to get transportation or not. We'll make sure that there'll be transportation, but it will be here in Orlando. We haven't pinpointed a date yet, but we will. And as soon as we do, you guys will know about it. Who knows? Maybe, well, this week we're supposed to kind of figure out the dates for the first event that we're trying to have this year. If we can have if we can meet the calendar for this year, we'll probably roll it out on Super Saturday. So we'll let you guys know for sure. What's the appointment conference call link? So David, the link is, let me get to it. And I know right now the link is completely unlocked because it only lets me schedule out 14 days. And I think the link is broken because I'm completely booked for the next 14 days. So let me check here. There might be an availability for Wednesday. Let me see. Let me get you the link first. Let me get you guys the link here. Why is it saying that? Damn. All right, so I'm gonna have to clean up this calendar because I see some people booked 2 spots in a week. Some people booked 2 spots in a day. I don't know what the hell that's about, but I'm gonna get that done for you guys. And I promise you guys that by the end of the night, this will be fixed. So I'm gonna clean this up because for the next 14 days,
I'm completely booked out. So I will fix this, and I will clean up some spots in here because I can see Wednesday I'll have some spots. Thursday I'll have some spots. And then Monday I'll have some spots. So I'll clean that up. But for right now, you guys can see it's right there. Okay? ATC is under $3 a cheap. Clicks under $1. Under $1. $1 or less, Evan. $1 or less. Create our own design personalization. How do we implement this into A1 Pod? Great question, Phil. So on A1 Pod, you literally are just going to click on create a product, and you're going to drag and drop your design. Once you drag and drop your design, it's all set. Now, if you want to be able to have it personalized, you're going to have to personalize it. So I need to put that in Design Suite Pro so that when you send me the design is already personalized. Because we're not going to sit here and personalize all these designs. There's not enough hours in a day. So I need you to personalize it, create it on a staff. If you're selling enough of them, have your staff do it, or you do it yourself. But you just send me the design along with, you send me the design along with the font file. So the font file is important because if it's customizable, we need to be able to customize the sections of the design that is customizable. Couple of things to remember. When creating a customizable design, you want to make sure that the letters are not touching. If the letters are touching, when it comes to customization, it makes it a little bit tricky when the code is trying to take the font and add the font together. When you customize it, usually you work on one word. But if you try to take that word and create different variations of it, you'll see what I'm saying. When the words touch, it makes it hard for it to automate on the back end, because then you got to go moving letters around and getting it so that the letters look right when they're, cursive and they're touching each other. So I always make it to where the names that are customized, never, ever, ever 2 characters are touching in one. Okay? Well, make sure you never let 2 characters touch. And send us the font file, which include every single character. So it includes the letter in the alphabets, and it also includes all the characters on the keyboard, because each one of those have a specific font as well. Okay? So we need both. Let's see. Cool. I'd love to meet you guys. Yeah, for sure, Keelan, man. We've been talking for so many years now. I'd love to meet you in person too, man. It was cool and epic to meet Willie and Jermaine and a couple of other people. So I can't wait to be able to meet you in person as well. I'm confused about the design pack. Will we all receive the same design? So T, great question. We have 2 different types of design packs. Chris, I believe, put a maximum on here. I don't know what the number was, but he did put a maximum that we would sell this one design pack for. But at the end of the day, we do have exclusive designs. Those exclusive designs are $20 or $25 a piece, and those are exclusive to you and you alone. No one else will get those design packs. But in this case, there is a limit, and the limit is in the video. So if you watch the video that he explains how to do the interests, how to get to the narrowing, how to be able to maximize your dollar spend, he goes over it on the video, and he talks about the maximum number of time we sell it. Honestly, I don't know, because that's a part of the business that I don't deal with. So I have I handle the back end, he handles the front end, and we are good at not crossing over each other's lane, right? Let's see. Are you still doing Skype calls? Yes, I am. Mark, yes, I am. I am still doing Skype calls. But understand something, guys. I am doing Skype calls. However, and this is important for you guys to understand, I don't intentionally blow anybody off. I don't look at the calendar and see, oh, I got a 2 o'clock today with Roy. I'm all set, not hitting Roy up. I got to go do something. It doesn't work like that. If I have someone that pops into my office like today, I had DHL come in unannounced because we've been approved for the process of shipping with DHL on a massive level, right? Because we've been approved on 1,000 parcels plus a week. So because we're shipping more than 1,000 units a week, DHL has come in and asked us to put all our eggs in one basket between our international and our domestic orders. So we're allowing them to handle all of our shipping, but they needed to create a shipping station inside of A1 Pod. So we've done that with our coders, and now they're actually at a level where we're working off of their server. So they had to come in here with their techs. Anybody that had a call today at 5 o'clock or 4 to 5 window, unfortunately, I was not here to tell you that I could not jump on that call, because when he came in here with his team, I needed to bring them into my shipping department, and I needed them to implement the new shipping method. So I had to be there in order for me to make sure that I knew what the hell was going on when they left here. So if I missed a call between that 4 to 5 window, I apologize. But at the end of the day, I'm running a business first,
and then I'm helping you guys second, right? So if my business requires me to be here for something, I promise you I'm not intentionally blowing you off. I'm handling that part of the business that needs me, and then I'll go ahead and jump on a call with you. Just so happened the webinar came, right? So obviously the webinar takes precedence. So I ask you, if I do miss a call, just reschedule the call or hit me on Skype and I'll free up some time in my schedule for you. But don't get mad if I can't, because you're not paying me for my time. I'm giving you my time. So don't take advantage of something good and turn it into bad and get me pissed off because you decide you want to send me an ignorant message on Skype, because I promise you that probably will put you on a fuck off list and I probably won't get to you. Just saying. Jonathan's laughing. Just saying, right? So let me see. Jeremy, what version? All right. So I got most of these things banged out here. Let me just make sure I don't have anybody. So $25 custom designs. How can I pay right now? So Be Rich, hit me on Skype, because again, that's not something I do, right? So hit me on Skype and I will go ahead and connect you with our design team and with Chris, and you can get that taken care of, right? I am a little late. Hey, better late than never, brother. Well spoken. Do we get some designs in A1 Pod when we start with the app? So Lynn, A1 Pod is literally just an app that allows you to add your designs. In Design Suite Pro is where all of your apps are going to be. So just like all of our Super Saturdays, Lynn, we've always had in the past where we've given you guys some resources. In this Super Saturday, we're giving you the resource of having the theme, which, like you and Trevor know, we've sold the theme in the past for $497 at the lowest point, which is if you were part of Design Suite Pro or if you were part of coming on to the Super Saturday. In this case, the theme is included. And the theme is absolutely fire. I mean, it's insane compared to ThemeX 1.0 or 2.0. You also get access to Design Suite Pro. And in Design Suite Pro, we're giving you a library already with designs that are separate from the designs you get in Product List Genie. Because let's face the facts. Product List Genie people are getting one set of designs. Those set of designs are in Design Suite Pro, but Design Suite Pro has a library of designs that are not inside of PLG. On purpose, by default, we do that for a reason, because those people should be taken care of and have special privileges. Understanding that you guys in PLG get a very special privilege, you guys are getting access to designs once a day, and you're also getting access to this training by being part of Product List Genie, right? So you guys are still getting something amazingly cool. It's just that the people that are going into Super Saturday, you guys are our people. You guys are definitely getting taken care of, right? You guys are getting taken care of with Design Suite Pro and also with the theme, all right? Jeremy, is it possible to do this with DSP? So let me see what this is. If this you're talking about the mock-up, is that what you're talking about, or the design? Are you talking about the design or the mock-up? No, the design customization with the names. Yeah, that's very possible. That's extremely possible. All I need is the font file. So that's very possible. That's one custom field. So that's super, super, super possible. Yes, you could definitely do that. In the dog niche, the cat niche, the bird niche, the fish niche, yes, you can definitely do that. All I need is the design. So I need the PNG for the design. And what I also need is the font file, so that I can go ahead and change up that font file to include the name of the cat. So Kitty, Lucky, Oreo, those are all cat names. So yeah, that's a lot of freaking cats. Will I be able to get access to the full A1 Pod website once I watch the replay last week webinar where you, Chris, mentioned giving the group access? So Andrew, you should have access if you go to A1 Pod. If you go to a1pod.com and you actually click on Shopify, in Shopify, you should have access there to utilize the full, F-U-L-L, full, to get the full version. Okay, so if you don't have the full version, just go back to a1pod.com, go into Shopify, and go and put in the full version. You have to remove it from your store first and then go back in and add it. But I'm going to tell you, if you've already added some product, I wouldn't do that. I'll just give you the full version. Just message me on Skype. But if it's a brand new store, then just go in and delete the app and then re-add it. Can I Skype you later about the cat customization? Yeah, absolutely. Just Skype me whenever. Where can you send the font file? Right through Skype, Cammie. Right through Skype. Never want to end up on that give no fucks list. You're funny, man. I'll tell you, it's not hard to end up there. It really ain't, because there's a lot of people that have already been put on that list. You know, a lot of people. When I go on a, when I get on a call and I see people or I hear people that are like, well, yeah, but in this group they talk about this. I give them one strike, and I'm like, listen, you ain't in that group. You ain't on the phone with that group owner. You're on the phone with me. So if you want to talk about other groups, then please jump on that other group and talk in that other group. But don't come on my call, waste my time to tell me about what's going on in the other group, because I'm fully aware of what's going on in the group. And I'm also fully aware that there's nobody making any fucking money in the other group. So if you want to continue to go on that road, we can get on that road real fast. I'll put you on my list. You want to be on it? And that's how the conversation goes. So if you haven't had that conversation with me, then you're not on that list. If you had that conversation with me, then I don't even know why you're on this webinar, because you're definitely on that list. And I've already had that conversation with a couple of people. So you guys will learn one thing about me. I don't hold any seeds, right? If I got something to say, believe me, those of you who met me in person will tell, they know, if you've met me, I'm no bullshit. I will tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. Okay? Frankie has met me in person. He will tell you, point blank, bar none, if I've got something to say to somebody, they're going to hear it. They're going to know it. I'm not going to sit there and hide around it. I'm not going to tell someone else about it. I'm going to go right to the source and tell the source about it, because I'm a real dude. And unfortunately, I want to mess with real dudes and real women. I don't want to mess with fake people. I don't want to mess with somebody who's going to tell me something I want to hear for the sake of fact of knowing that I want to hear it. I just want to tell you what you need to hear. Because unfortunately, me telling you what you want to hear sometimes might not be the same as what you need to hear. So I will always, always promise one thing. I will tell you guys what you need to hear. Marines don't sugarcoat. You're absolutely right about that. You're definitely right about that. All right, so we've gone 3 hours and 39 minutes. If there's any other questions, let me answer them for you guys. Let me help you guys. Super Saturday is still in effect, so you guys can still jump on into Super Saturday. If you have any issues getting into Super Saturday, just PM me, message me on Skype. The link is still live. The coupon is not, but the link is. So if you have any if you have any questions, just message me. Jonathan, man, you're all set, brother. Thank you, bro. I appreciate it. You can hit stop sharing on the green bar up top. Sweet. Thank you, bro. So duplicate 10 times, $7 each, $2 per. Whoa. What's going on here, Evan? I don't know if you was on the same webinar, bro. I never mentioned anything about $2. $3. $3 spend, not $2 on an add to cart. $3 is the max add to cart. Well, that's because Jonathan's got some great data. Jonathan's been building some fantastic data right now. We're trying to get Jonathan to 600 to 1,000 visitors a day, right? You guys seen he had 159 visitors today, no sales. But that's okay, because he didn't pay next to nothing for that traffic. So that's okay. He's building his retargeting. Yesterday he had 5 or 6 sales. No big deal. We're going to have some days where we spend a little bit of money and make nothing. No big deal. As long as you keep on doing what I'm teaching you guys, you're going to get some consistency. But right now, it's impossible to have consistency when you have 300 visitors today, 100 visitors tomorrow, 250 today, 150 the next day. You need to get consistent on the number of visitors that are coming through your store in order to get consistent with the number of sales that are coming through your store. Okay? We appreciate you, Jeremy. Thanks for all your help. You're welcome, Andrew. Have a good one. Talk to you on Wednesday. Yeah, Wednesday's going to be fire because Chris is going to be here on Wednesday. He's going to be joining us live, and it's going to be amazing because Wednesday you guys are going to see a completely new light. I mean, it's going to be insane when you guys see the difference between the A and the B side, which is what we call it, right? So I do the A, he does the B, or vice versa. What he does, I don't do. What I do, he don't do. So you guys get to see 2 different sides of it, and you get to pick your own poison, right? Because you're going to see a lot of things we do similar, but a lot of things we do different. And you may resonate with some of the things that I do and resonate with some of the things that he does. It's okay to pick and choose between daddy and mommy. It's okay. There's no problem with that, right? Or daddy and daddy, or mommy and mommy. It's okay. There's nothing wrong. You know, we used to play that game all the time with my mom and dad. My mom used to say, "You love me more than dad." My dad used to say, "You love me more than mom." Or I used to tell my mom, "I love you more than dad." And I used to tell my dad, "I love you more than mom." It happens all the time. My kids do it now, right? It's a game we play, and it's okay. You can choose. It's not a problem. About to blow this door. My boy Sean is getting pumped. He is jacked up. I can't wait. This is awesome, bro. I love it. See, I love being able to rub off on you guys and create excitement in the group because you guys are going to start to see some things happen that you probably never dreamed possible. So I love to be able to set that apart and have you guys head down that road with me and increase that level of excitement in your stores, in your life, in everything. So that's awesome. All right, guys, this is heavy, but loving it. Roy, it's going to get heavier, man. It's going to get heavier. You just got to do the word you said, man. Focus. Just focus. Focus on one thing, and that one thing will help you to be able to grow in ways you never dreamed possible. But you got to stay focused, okay? You're welcome, man. You're welcome. All right, guys, I'm going to play some music. I'm going to wind us out, and I'm going to go ahead and end this webinar in a few minutes here. If I see any questions that you guys are asking that you guys want answers to, I will gladly answer it. If not, I will end this webinar in a couple minutes here once these tunes get it playing, all right? Can I connect with you on Skype? You sure can. Absolutely. Connect with me on Skype. Yes, sir. Send a message. Send a message. Hey, it's Bob in here. Bob, are you here? Yeah, that's it, Raleigh. We're just separating it. Yep. So that's a great question. Raleigh said, do you guys do niche stores, or do you only do general stores and separate by categories and collections, which is exactly what we do. We do a general store and we separate it by catalogs and collections. That is exactly like having a general or niche store. We're just creating a catalog, and we're sending them to the catalog or sending them to the collections. All right? Richly, I can only do so. I only know how to keep it 100. I don't do 99, bro. So that's me, 100. Keep it 100. Do you guys, Jeremy, keep me dreaming about running ads, LOL. It's crazy. Guys, just stay focused. That's it, Jonathan, man. That's all you got to do, bro. Just stay focused. Woo! Keep on coming back from home. You're welcome, Ricardo. You're welcome, brother. Good night, Ozo.
Couldn't stand to be far apart. Closer the better. It was free at the very step. Hands on each other. Couldn't stand to be far apart. Closer the better. Now we're drinking wine, slamming doors, magnified in all our flaws, and I wonder what for, why we keep coming back for more.
Guys, there's still 30 people in here, guys. Can you guys do me a favor? Please go post in that group. I want to see that group go on fire right now. I want to see that post go on fire. Go in there and post for me, please.
Do we need somebody just to